Hello, 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 my lovelies. It is Talk Radio, T-A-W-K Radio. I want to apologize to you guys. Apparently, there's an episode that's going to be on the website and Spotify and iHeart before this. I was having technical difficulties again, this socially distancing shit. I don't have my interns and Rex is not here. Something got screwed up. I had to jump from one piece of equipment to the next. So the music I had queued up to play this evening for you guys is not in this new piece of equipment, and I had to pull other things randomly and very quickly. So the whole tone of the show changed. That means to me that my grown-ups wanted to do some throwback shit, because I've got a lot of throwback music I'm going to play, some new things we're going to play, and we'll have a very, very interesting conversation about some grown-ass shit. Now, I've had a really long, hard week, and I was very emotional right before I started doing the broadcast. Maybe that's the reason why things got screwed up. My energy was all fucked up and wrong. But now that I have you guys all to myself, no, I'm not at the side of the road this evening. I'm inside sweating to death for you guys. Central air, of course, is not working either. So I'm just a whole bag of everything but the dedication to you guys, because you guys show up for me every week. Because you guys show up for me every week, I have to be here for you. I have to do the things that I do for you because you keep me going. Yes, so okay, so I'm going to tell you guys now on live now. I'm on live now. Alright, so here we go. If you guys, this is live radio, right? Unscripted, uncensored, unfiltered, and unapologetic. Yes, I'm only apologizing for being late, but not for anything else. So if you guys are not hearing me live now, I'm sending out links as we're speaking to let you guys know that the live is going on now. So if you're on the website, if you're listening from the website, www.tawkradio.com/shows, reload the page and it should pop and say that I'm live. Right? That's how you'll see it. But what I'll do right now is I'll play some music. I'll get you guys sorted out behind the scenes, and we're going to set the tone for the evening. Of course, the topic for the evening tonight is so how I pick the topics for the show depends on what I experience, who I talk to during the course of the week. I had two gentlemen who I respect immensely, one more than the other. Starts with bullshit from the beginning, and we had some very interesting conversations this week. So tonight's topic is actually, what do you say and or do, I'll add it, what do you say or do when the side chick or side dude calls you? It's going to get fucking messy tonight. It's going to get really messy tonight, because I'm going to tell you guys about the experience I had when I got two phone calls from two wives, two different situations, how I handled it, and I'm going to tell you guys what I will do if this unfortunate situation ever comes up again. And this is predicated on a conversation I had with someone this week, is why we're talking about it on Talk Radio. So if you guys just landed onto this, stumbled across it, or someone who loves you sent this link to you, you're going to have some fun tonight. Strap in. It's all about the old school reggae music and some of the new school music that's playing on the radio stations and whatnot that they gave us access to play. We're going to have some fun. There's some things I need to do behind the scenes first. So I'll start you guys off with some music. I'll come back. I'm debating if I'm going to drink or not tonight. I'm not sure. But I do have white Hennessy. I do. Yes, two different wives. Two fucking wives. I keep no secrets. I plays no games. And we're going to get messy as fuck tonight. Swear to God. So if you... Shout out to my archivists in advance who are going to tune into the show later on, because maybe you're on a different time zone or you're working or something else. We'll sort it out. But I'll play some music for you guys right now and help some people figure out that last episode they listened to is not the live. I'm live right now. And so this first one, Mr. Chris Brown and Gunna are going to give me some help right now. This one is Heat on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
You see everything designer, that's on me. That's why when I walk, looking like you, just trying to fuck. Yeah, this trip got you in heat. It's jumping, baby girl, hop on this D. Yeah, you know that I'm a I'm not gonna let you down. I ain't gon' keep you waiting up. If you thought it's gon' get knocked up, you playing hide and seek, I'ma find you. Baby, hold on tight when you ride me. You know I like to eat, give me options. If you thought it's gon' get knocked up, I wanna get equal. All I ask for my ego. Baby, we gon' keep it simple. I need all that love on me. You like it what you see. Everything designer, that's on me. That's why the when I walk, looking like you, just tryna fuck, yeah. This trip got you in heat. It's jumping, baby girl, hop on this D. Yeah, you know that I'm on beat. All these trips got you as a heat. Yeah.
These drip got you in heat. Super wet, her juices running down her knee. No stylist in the saline. Got you flogging with an icy pedophilia. Pretty vibes inside the mansion by the beach. With the prints all on your bathing suit, your stylist so you know. Some beds inside your room, designer garments for the week. And that's all on me, I swear that's all on me. You acting like you really want it. You gon' get it. Once I fuck you good, I got you. In your feelings. Perky bands and Goya pouches. Got you drippin'. Like a listen more accountants. Counting digits. Cherishing the riches.
You like it what you see. Everything designer, that's on me. That's why the when I walk, looking like you, just tryna fuck, yeah. This trip got you in heat. It's jumping, baby girl, hop on this D. Yeah, you know that I'm on beat. All these trips got you as a heat. Yeah. Give me directions, I do whatever you want. Got a bit for that heat, just to add to the fun. You light it up while I'm breaking it down. You gon' knock out by the end of this round, oh. You got me speechless, girl, that pussy no pump. Girl, you're the only one that knows what I want. I'm feeling this shit, I know you feeling it too. I can go deeper, but that's all up to you, yeah. I wanna get equal. All I ask for my ego. Baby, we gon' keep it simple. I need all that love on me. You like it what you see. Everything designer, that's on me. That's why the when I walk, looking like you, just tryna fuck, yeah. This trip got you in heat. It's jumping, baby girl, hop on this D. Yeah, you know that I'm on beat. All these trips got you as a heat, yeah.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. You guys are amazing. So I sorted a lot of you out. Some of you figured it out. You knew that I would not leave you stranded on a Friday night, on a freaky fucking Friday night in the summertime with the heat. You know it's going to bring the heat for you. That's why Chris Brown came first. This is Cypher Kai. This is Freaky Fucking Fridays. I don't see any reason to be less profane. I want to be very grown. Like I said, I was having a moment before I came on the air, and you know, I just think my energy was off. I think that's why things were not working and not sorting out. I'm wanting to believe it's that, and not that I have to call the company we broadcast with and have to curse them the fuck out tomorrow. So we'll rock with it. We roll with things here. It's a live show. At some point, this will all be sorted better. The fall is coming. We have a lot of interesting things happening coming up in the fall. Shout out to Boss Lady at Ace Management. I had some music from her artist queued in the other piece of equipment, and it's not here with me tonight, and I'm very sad because you guys were really loving the music when I played it last week, but it'll be back. I'll find a way to load it on both pieces of equipment, so no matter which one I'm using next week, you guys will be able to hear that music. But we're going to jump into some things here tonight. Very messy, very fucking messy on the air. Last week I got messy off the air, as I think I was last week or the week before, the R&B night. I'm pretty sure I got off the air with you guys that night and knocked myself off. Because everyone was talking, you know, everyone's hitting me up behind the scenes saying, oh, we're tuning to the show, we love you, Cypher, blah, blah, blah. And they were fucking during the show. And I was like, well, shit, I'm not getting any. Fucking Target, curse his ass out. But I'm saying that I knocked myself off. So this time we're getting messy on the air. I'm going to say some messy shit. I'm going to tell you guys my business. I want you guys' feedback on what you do. The topic of the evening again is What do you do or say when the side chick or side dude calls you? Calls you. We'll leave it at the calls. If you guys have had some, in-person confrontations, let me know about that shit too. Live text line tonight, 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. If you want to speak on this topic or leave any commentary about what you hear me saying. So we're going to slide down a little more, make a little mellow for the minute. Live radio. This one is going to be You Got Me Part 2 by Maya. We're going to play that here this evening. I want to keep all the genres together for the time being because we're going to jump into some old school music and then come back forward just now. But this one is going to be You Got Me Part 2 by Miss Maya here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
You don't know what to do with myself anymore. You got me.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. Alright, so shout out to all of the people who are concerned for me. Oh, you guys are so fucking amazing. Still fucking amazing. So look here, I am fine. I was having a moment, like I said, a moment and it passed. A moment and it passed. But yes, somebody brought it to me and said to me that a lot of people are going through it during the pandemic, and I'm sure I like to do mental health checks. The reason why I'm so dedicated to this platform, not only do we have resources that can help you guys if you're having homeless issues or stressful situations, or you're in a situation where you're in an abusive relationship, male or female, but it's to give a little levity to your life. Everything is so serious, right? So you come to the show, you listen to some archives, you listen to me live, and we have grown-ass conversations about some things that you can't really talk to about with your friends, sometimes not with your spouses or your mates, and we just have fun here. We talk like we're fucking grown. Hopefully you guys learn some things and get some information. When we do giveaways, you get money as well, but we are a loving community here of, you know, mental patients in training. And I'm not making light of anybody that suffers from mental health issues. If you're that fucking sensitive to my words, this is not the platform for you. I'm a bit of a douche, right? Just haven't been in any vaginas or anything, but I'm a bit of a douche from time to time. I don't take that back. Yeah? So shout out to Coach Craig, who's tuned in from Brooklyn, my love. Hello, boo-boo. Also shout out to Mr. Antonio Fratellone. I hope I pronounced his name properly. In the public chat room. Shout out to him. He's awesome. He does some really great shit. We're going to connect him with you guys on the show sometime coming up in the fall. So I'm making my public plea, because I've got no fucking shame whatsoever. I'm asking him publicly, as he's tuned into the show, happens to be a fan but also a wonderful businessman, and he does some interesting things that we'll discuss coming up in the fall, if I can get him to come and sit with me, you know, through this pandemic stuff, right? Shout out to the landlady in SI, shout out to the landlady in Brooklyn also, shout out to all of the talkers who've been here from the first fucked up episode that got dropped on to when I corrected everything. You guys are amazing. I don't know if I'll be able to check the stats while I'm live. I might try to do it in the interim of the next song. Tonight's episode, though, the topic for the evening is, what do you do or say when your side chick or side dude calls you? I'm sorry, when your spouse's side chick or side dude calls you, right? When you get that call, that DM, that somebody wants to tell you what they're doing with your spouse that you're not doing at the moment. What do you do or say? I'm going to tell you guys all of my business. All of my business. It doesn't happen very often, but it's happened twice. It's happened twice, and I'll tell you about both times. Damn it, I will. And I'll tell you about some other interesting conversations I had with some of my topical consultants this week as well. So we're going to play some music. I'm going to take it back to some old school stuff, I believe, after this next song. Let's see. Do I do that? Do I do that? Oh, no. Can I jump into the old school right now? What? Can I? Alright, no, one more. Alright, so this is Omarion featuring T-Pain here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
I wanna capture the essence of being unbothered. Hey, oh, yeah, yeah, hey. I've been acting hella different lately, can you hear me? Can't get my new number to my baby, can you hear me? Got too much security, none of them bitches can't get near me. My mink be so furry, got them vultures trying to get me. Ooh, my shit be hella loud, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? I throw it in the crowd, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? Yo nigga don't like me, but he respecting me, feel me? He don't wanna see me mix that weed wine with the Henny. Don't know why them people hating on me, they can't stand me, but can they have me? A couple Grammys, yeah. Talk that talk, cause I walk that walk. Niggas better watch my shoes. They be following me wherever I go. But you must know I got the news. Bar boss with the paint job. 4Giotto with the shoes. MCM with the six-pack. Baby daddy to your boo, yeah. I've been acting hella different lately, can you hear me? Can't get my new number to my baby, can you hear me? Got too much security, none of them bitches can't get near me. My mink be so furry, got them vultures trying to get me. Ooh, my shit be hella loud, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? I throw it in
and I'm wetter than my acapellas. None of the niggas ever hit that better. They say she only with me cause I got that cheddar. But I come in and knock it down. You can never knock my crown. Ring lady, baby, I'm not that clown. 20 bands up, let it rock the ground. Can you hear me? If that's your hoe, that's my hoe too. I'm commandeering. Ooh, that bitch gon' do everything that I say. I call her Siri. Ooh, she gotta call me on my money phone. I'm just too busy for the cricket, baby.
I've been acting hella different lately, can you hear me? Can't get my new number to my baby, can you hear me? Got too much security, none of them bitches can't get near me. My mink be so furry, got them vultures trying to get me. Ooh, my shit be hella loud, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? I throw it in the crowd, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me?
My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me? I throw it in the crowd, can you hear me? My shit be hella loud, can you hear me?
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. It's just something about that song that gets me so fucking hyper. I swear, I feel like I can, I don't know, I could go a couple rounds of sex. I feel like I can play a couple rounds of hand. I feel like I could just go some rounds. Whatever I'm doing, just go some rounds and shit. Like, maybe it's all that dancer stamina that Omarion possesses. I don't know. Something. I like something about that song makes me just really want to do things. Anyway, it's Freaky Fridays here on TalkRadio.com with your hostess Cypher Kai. This is www.tawkradio.com/shows. Yes. This is a part of the show where you push the babies aside, right? You get your spouse to you close, right? We're going to play some old school music. All the grown-ups stand up. Stand up wherever you are. I want you rocking out. I want you partying. These are the songs that if you're old enough, if you have any West Indian background, I have any West Indian friends, you remember what I like to call the dirty rub-up. When you go to the basement parties, with the gigantic speaker boxes, you lean up on the speaker box, when you were done, you couldn't hear anything. Your hearing was all fucked up. You're screaming when you don't need to be screaming. If it was done properly, whoever was grinding her ass on you for the night, all of the color of her clothes are now meshed onto the front of your clothes. It's a wonderful situation, right? There was no all of these crazy ass shootings and whatever. It was just a good fucking time. You drank some Heineken, the lady sipped on their canais all night, you grinded your ass up against the speaker box, you went home and you fucked. That's what you did, right? That's what you did. You're supposed to do these things. That's the order of business. Grind on the speaker box is foreplay. Let me see if you can do all the shit you did on my dick in the club on my actual dick. Right? I was hoping that guys would challenge women that way back in the days. Right? I don't know if they did, but damn it, look it. Right? I feel like, and going forward, I don't know if people still have parties where people are grinding up each other, but let me just say this. Millennials who listen, grown men who listen, if you are going out somewhere and there is someone that is grinding off your cock into dust, she is throwing her ass back, she's doing all that shit, this is what you do, right? Whisper in her ears and ask her, can you do that if my clothes was off? Right? If she says yes, buy her a drink and challenge her to that shit. Make her rise to the occasion. I'm just saying, because I don't think a lot of people can do that. And here's the thing. I pride myself in being a pretty good whiner, right, dancer, whatever. But there's a couple of, there's a penis or two I've encountered that I recognize I probably could not do the same thing on the dick naked as I did on the clothes. Just too much to work with. Ladies, so be careful, right? You can the whole point, well, for me anyway, when I danced with the guy in the club back in the days, I was kind of gauging what he's working with. Doesn't mean he can work it, just tells me what he's working with, right? And what kind of erection he gets. Is he going to come quickly, right? Can he handle the erection? Can he take all this pressure I'm putting on his dick right now, right? But it doesn't tell me if he can actually fuck. Because a lot of guys got big dicks and can't fuck, right? Which is like a whole problem in itself. Whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to throw on some of this old school music, right, for the time being, before we get into the topic. Because I had to switch off things, I'm trying to actually wait until 30 minutes into the show, like we normally do, before we start the topic. So, I'm going to put on, what's the first old school one I'm going to play? Alright, let's be grown, Alright, so this one is Pose Off, Red Fox and Screechy Don here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Pose off, and I'm pump sauce. on, tell her again.
Girl, you touch my heart anytime you pass in your boom boom shot.
And girl, them wide out.
Run things, rude boy.
Pose off, yeah, your boom boom shots, make the man then know, so you saw pose off, yeah, your boom boom shots, make the man then know, so you saw watch the girl in them boom boom shots, no young gentleman just can't pass, body so big, it a broke your eyeglass, and them a girl can't fight, no go off, you know the aeroplane, them a fight first class, pose off, you know your boom boom shots, make the man then know, so you saw pose off, you know your boom boom shots, come down scratch it and come touch the girl's ass.
Girls, you look so sharp anytime you pass in your boom boom shot.
Watch the girl and body roll back. Pull up, pull up.
Girl, you touch my heart anytime you pass in your boom boom shot. Some love three and some love two. I love one and that is you. No one brighten your life just like you do. It's true.
Think a joke.
So girl, you touch my heart anytime you pass in your boom boom shot.
Six day a pass if you look, man. Watch this. Say all of it jump on palaver, jump on palaver, jump on palaver in a boom boom sauce. Jump on palaver, jump on palaver, jump on palaver in a boom boom. Watch the girl them come out looking extra fit. You know the pump pump shots and them look stylish. And them no so walk and a wind up them hip. You know the pump pump shots them a jump on a step. So all of the girl them take this as a hit the car. And me I hear from them and them lip is.
Girls, you look so sharp anytime you pass in your boom boom shot.
Jesus Christ, man, get them out to kill me then. What's the screeching, man? Come again.
Girls, you look so sharp. Yes, me have to put your number one fan the boom boom shot.
Think it's joking. Girl, muggle for them, man. Let the girl them see, man.
You look so nice, you look so sweet. You look so sweet, you look so nice. Anytime I see you, I have to sing this twice.
We have a screech.
Girls, you touch my heart anytime you pass in your boom boom shot.
Tell them again.
Girls, you touch my heart anytime you pass in your boom boom shot. It's true.
God Almighty, watch it. Suppose off, you know your boom boom shots. Make them and them know, so you suppose off, you know your boom boom shots. Make them and them know, so you suppose. Watch the girl them a spread out, man. All of the man them a jump and a shout. A little girl man a you run around and right between your little arm for your stout and them a try man them can't get you out. Pose off, you know your boom boom shots. Make them and them know, so you suppose off, you know your boom boom shots. Come down screech it and come touch the girl's ass.
Girls, we have to put you on the chart because you are aware of the wickedest boom boom shot. It's true.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. Alright, you guys. One more song and we jump into the next topic, which is, what do you do or say when your mate's side chick or side dude called you? Yes, we'll have some growing conversations. And I just remembered, checking in my mental Rolodex, there was 3 instances, not 2, 3 different wives called me. I think I forgot the third one because, well, I'll tell you why I forgot the third one. But there's 3. It happened 3 times. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Jesus. Oh, I'm nicer than I thought. I don't normally allow those things. But one more song before we jump into the next topic. I want you guys' feedback. 347-651-2468. 347-651-2468. Alright, I'm going to play Tiger's When here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. Old school.
Hey, Cora people, I'm taking a new style by me, Tiger, scene. And by the way, I want you to let me a face, scene. I'm not right, that style and it name, well, scene. Hey, Patsy and you, girl, Jim. I hear some of the team from close and Miss Gwen. I hear some of the locking up through all of them. Scene. Come again. Just the other day, me go to Japan. Well, what kind of money them spend? Yen. 5 or 4 and 9, where they want it? Then. So me hear your teeth some money. When? See. Come again. Where the cocky in a London name? Big Bay. 2 men a love up, them a men. Button up your New York too. When you never know but one of Canada. When see, come again. 5 and 5, where you call it? 10. It's a new true boy machine again. Where the bad boy police name Lane. And where the dancing man different names King. See, come again. Big up Radigan from Kiss FM. Big up the New York pass them. And all the London pass them. And all the Canadian pass them. Big up the Japan pass them. See, come again. Big up the big body girl them. And all the boom them. Big up the dancehall man them. Tell them come a dance and come spin. See, come again. And when me write the lyrics straight, no I'm playing. You wanna hear it again? So it nice you and your friend. See, come again. Right now, really whole life, really wild, and I'm gonna watch both. See, and that's why wine guys self and the ballad no vindictive feelings. Very nice, you know. Put up your nanny here and say, boo, boo. Call a tiger from the rhythm. See, come again. No. Kick out your foot and your ball out. Come again. You whine and your ball out. Come again. Shock out and ball out. Come again. Tell your friend you like it. Come again. All the massive them. Come again. Yes, London massive. Come again. New York massive them. Come again. All of the Japanese. Come again. The Yardi people. Come again. See, oh yeah. Hey, Percy and you, girl, claim. You know bring back the clothes you take from his brain. She still a got police, she lock you up for them. See, come again. Just the other day me go to Japan. When? What kind of money them use? Yen. 5 and 4 and 9, and where they want get 10. See, come again. You button up your neck, you bad boy. Bang. So you out for rob and kill, you might hang. Watch out for the police with the call. Leg. Him no wrong for pump out spending. See, come again. Who never who need them? When? With the style that we build. When? This a what's the problem? When? Tell all the girl them. When? Tiger and come again. When? This a what the problem?
Freaky fucking Fridays on Talk Radio. You guys are so fucking mixy. Jesus. So I got some super VIP. What makes them super VIP? I decided they're super VIPs. What? Because I can do that. Shout out to Jamaican Boss Man who's tuned in. I see you. Shout out to Anthony the Lyft driver. Shout out to Marcus, the nurse from New Jersey, and Henry, the other nurse from New Jersey, who I know is tuned in. Shout out to all of my corrections officers and probation officers and first responders. I want to give a special shout out also. There are some beautiful black kings that I met this week. I met black unicorns, you guys. Black unicorns. Now, this is going to sound foolish as fuck, but I was driving past in Brooklyn, New York. I was driving around doing some things, minding my business, and I came upon a fire station that seemed as though, I'm sure it's not correct, but just from what I could see, that was filled with beautiful black men. My God. All dolled up in fireman uniforms. I did not know they had that many black firefighters that can be in one place. So before I play myself, obviously I know whether they be the token blacks or whatever, they are black firefighters. I did not know that all of that majestic beauty can be in one space. Did not know that. Did not know that. So I was inclined to circle the block. I was in traffic to go back around and give homage to these hard-working men, specifying and telling them, hello, for starters. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for keeping your name out of the bullshit that happens in the streets. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for choosing this profession to actually save lives. Your black life has always mattered. And if no one has told you that before, let me tell you. I was overly impressed, ladies. If I didn't have a target in mind, I swear to God, I would have laid down on the ground, tripped myself on the ground just to get mouth to mouth from one of these guys. Absolutely yummy. Absolutely fucking yummy. So homage to these guys at this, I don't remember the block that it was on, but I don't want you guys rushing over there and bum rushing these guys either, god damn it. But shout out to the black firefighters who hopefully are tuned in tonight. I gave them a few flyers. Hopefully they're tuned in tonight or listening in the archives. You guys are beautiful. Thank you for what you're doing. And I felt the need to say that in person and on the air. Alright? Now before I start my debauchery and my fuckery for the evening, I want to make a public announcement. I'm putting my son up for adoption. I'm going to start some bullshit right now. Let me start some bullshit. So my very beautiful, intellectual teenage son, yes, who just graduated from high school with honors, valedictorian. Let me give him a little homage to let you guys know why he's worth adopting, right? Okay, right. Graduated with honors, on time, handsome, articulate young man. Decided he was going to bring mommy dinner this evening. Yes, and I do my intermittent fasting. I like to stop eating at like 4 p.m. in the evening. I had this conversation with my son, who I gifted his own place when he graduated for such a good job, well done. Doesn't live too far from me. He said, Mommy, I got you, don't worry. I'm going to bring it. This is at 4 something in the evening. My son brought me food that I requested from a particular franchise that I won't mention here on the show tonight. God damn it. But he brought it 4 hours. He brought it at teenage time. I'm assuming he had a few arguments with some of the little girls he's fucking around with. Maybe encountered a few other things on the way over here. Bucked into a friend. They had some conversations. Then he put in the order, got the thing. Probably picked it up a long time ago. Had it in his hand and then brought it. So for this reason, and having me waiting for anything, I'm putting him up for adoption. Have him. You can have him. God damn it. Put him up. Now, when he brings this food from this place, it is cold and hard. Now, I don't normally like to have cold, hard things in my mouth. The only thing that would have taken that place would have been ice. I don't eat ice anymore. I found out that eating cups of ice at a time is not really healthy. It is a sign of anemia. So you guys learn something right now. If you are constantly eating cups of ice regularly, you should really go and get your blood checked. You might be anemic. But as for the hard part, I don't mind having hard things in my mouth. Rather enjoy it. Encourage it even. Yes, but it should not be cold as well. The only hard thing that should be in my mouth at my choosing is a penis. Clean one, preferably. No, preferably has to be. What am I saying? What the fuck? So again, live radio. What I'm saying, so my son is getting put up for adoption at this point because he brought mommy cold food before my broadcast and after hours when I was supposed to eat. Bad son. Bad son. Anyway, Freaky Fridays on talkradio.com with your hostess Cypher Kai, right? www.tawkradio.com/shows. This is what you're tuned into. Now my mixie people that are tuned in here behind the scenes, my mixies, my super VIPs, you guys are so wanting to know what the fuck I said to these women when they called. I'm going to tell you. Don't rush me, goddammit. Alright, so one more song and I'll come back and tell you guys all my business. Three times. I can't believe I missed one time. 3 times this shit happened to me. And then I'm going to tell you guys what my grown-up response is going to be. In case it happens again, I'm going to let you know my grown-up response is going to be. We're going to have some fun this evening, get very fucking messy, very fucking grown here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. So this one, as we're keeping it in the old school vein, I won't do that one yet. Alright, we'll do Terror Fabulous, No Retreat, No Surrender here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Check this out. Yo, see it? I don't get Terror Fabulous, man. For real, a big deal. And it's like to tell them this, people. When I stop, tell them this, man. Sure. What me tell them? We back. No retreat, no surrender. When I lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them, no retreat, no surrender. When I lotion, pet, or powder. When I powder, pet, or lotion. This here, anything is weak. And down in a wheelchair. On the good a jump like a stallion, kick like a mirror. Then I go matter me. Me still not go kill. It's like Terror Fabulous, find extra gear. Things don't found a sign. Palm finish sign you. That's why no retreat, no surrender. When I lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them, no retreat, no surrender. When I lotion, pet, or powder. Not to a man that left a little pipe I give you. Yes, we say you bother you a wicked something happy. You hold up and stick up where you are deal with. And I check people, I give them 9 days to live. Police want him for this, they want him for that. They want him for the man we're dead at hilltop. Hey, Mr. Big Man, you better think first. To all you are going is like your blood touching. no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. I'ma say, you little boy, a long time me I want. Keep your mouth locked, keep yourself calm. I know everything you hear. You fit talk back, boy. Don't you know so you will get turned back. Teeth in your skin, with people in a green. So all the hell you are come this system. And I play like you're tough. You're not back from nothing, but you're sad. Now you're in a mess and trouble. I know assassin or suicidist. It's a mission to kill a fabulous. I go do it, that's why. No retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. Arms out to push it up, we you tell them push it down. If you test fabulous, me know say blood I go run. Go and tell you fabulous with the lyrical tongue. Anything to see you, I go fall pan the dung. That's why no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We not powder, pet, or lotion. This year, anything case we gone down in a wheelchair. And I could have jumped like a stallion, kick like a mule. That not go matter me still not go kill. It's like a rough and bellows, find extra gear. Things up on the side, party we sign clear. That's why no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. We tell them no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. Not you a man, little left a little pipe I give you. Yes, we say you bother you a wicked something happy. You hold up and stick up where you are deal with. And I say people I give them 9 days to leave police. One thing for this, they want him for that. They want him for the man with dead a hilltop. And it's a big man, you better think first. Do all you are gone is like your blood thirst. That's why no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. I better say no retreat, no surrender. We not lotion, pet, or powder. Watch this, you little boy, a long time me you want. Keep your mouth locked, keep yourself calm. I know everything you hear. You fit talk back, boy. Don't you know so you will get turned back. Teeth with no skin, with people with no green. So all the hell you are come this system. And I play like you're tough. You're not back from nothing, but you're sad. Now you're in a mess and trouble. I know assassin or suicidist. It's a mission to kill and stomp you. I go do it, that's why no retreat, no surrender. When I lotion, pet, or powder. For this year, no retreat, no surrender. When I lotion, pet, or powder.
Hello, my lovelies, my lovelies, my lovelies. Let's be grown as fuck. Let's get grown as fucking very messy. Tonight's topic is very near and dear to me. As I told you guys, I talk about the things that I've either encountered in my life, I've talked about for the week, or some conversation has come up. So this particular topic actually came up 2 times this week, and I decided I don't keep anything from you guys, and let's be very grown, and I'm sure I'm not the only person this happened to. So 3 times, 3 different instances, I've had someone's person call me. I can't always call it side chick, side dude. I'll give you guys a scenario. It's in 3. I thought there was 2, but it's 3, right? So 3 different ones. I'm trying to figure out which order to tell you guys the stories in, because one is more salacious than the other. And 2 of them I think I've mentioned on the show before, on way back archives, but I know the audience has grown since then, and I don't mind talking about these things. These are my life experiences, and let's have fun and let's have some grown ass discussions. If you want to chime in and you don't have access to me on the VIP lines, 2 ways you can do that while we're live during the broadcast. 347-651-2468. You'll dial the number 347-651-2468. I can only read what you send and say it. I can't respond to you back on that line, but it's 24/7. You can leave anything you want on that line for me. Also, if you go onto our Facebook page, facebook.com/TAWKRADIO, and message me there, that should pop into my face at some point as well, and I can read what you guys are sending me there. That's for the international listeners who don't have access to call on that local 347 number. Okay. Which one first? Alright, you know what, fuck it, I'll just pull one. Okay, so once upon a time I told you guys I'm a fucking douche. Once upon a time, I was dating someone in a long-term relationship. We dated for about 7 years, and coming towards the end of our relationship, I was pregnant with my son, and someone felt it necessary to call me. This young lady felt it necessary to call me. And so she calls me, and she is Apparently, I'm on a 3-way call, unbeknownst to me. Wouldn't initiate it. So she's on the phone, it's her. She must have called her homegirl for some background, some backative or something. And so they call me up. The conversation goes something along the lines of, yo, bitch. Try it really hard, you guys. Yo, bitch, stop fucking with my man. So I'm on some more, ma'am, who are you talking about? Now, clearly, this person is younger than me. Clearly. If even not chronologically, mentally, younger than me. So I decide, let me see where this is going, because I need some information. I'm only fucking one person at this time, but I feel like I need some more information. I need to know exactly who she's accusing me of fucking. So she commences to tell me some descriptions about said person, a particular tattoo that he has and whatnot, and she says his name. Now, I happen to have known a couple people with that name, right? Only one I'm fucking, but a couple people with that name. So, of course, I'm being a douche, because I've been a douche for a very long time, right? So, I said, oh, that guy, is that your man? Right? At this point, she's decided she has an argument in her mouth. And of course, I am dismantling this argument with the calmness, right? And the condescending tone I'm giving her. Because at this point, I've decided I'm about, 7 months pregnant with what I knew was my son, right? No sonogram needed. Knew was my son. I had 2 small baby girls, right? And I said, I am just not going to allow this young person to take me where she wants to take me. But I need some information. So she commences with I said, I hear her friend in the background going, get her, girl, get her, get her, girl, get her. And all I'm thinking in this moment, I can't even process being angry at this time. I'm so turned off and disgusted. My vagina literally feels disrespected. Not as much by the girl calling the phone, but the caliber of the bitch that's calling the phone. And I'm thinking to myself, could we possibly be sharing the same fucking guy? And so at this point, I asked her to describe him. I knew the name, obviously, right? Only one person with this name I'm banging. But I needed more information. So I asked her a few things, and she mentioned the tattoo that he's got. I said, it is the same person. And all I kept thinking was, what a fucking downgrade from my vagina to this. And not just because of the sexual prowess, because again, I will say this on public radio, I am the shit. I am surgical with this bitch. Surgical with this bitch. If I mean to give you an orgasm, you're getting it. If I mean to give you more than one, you're getting it. I am surgical with this bitch. Right? But all I'm thinking though is, could someone who fucked me fuck someone that behaves this way, that sounds this way, that would not know her value enough to call my phone? Now, at this point, I had already figured out that this person that I'm dating, as yummy as he was, articulate, handsome, oh my god, when I tell you, the sex was everything. What? So at some point, I guess as I taught him a few things, he wanted to go and show them off to other people. Kind of got that. He was younger than me, kind of figured that was going to happen, right? Didn't give him the okay or the go ahead, but kind of figured it was going to happen. So this must be one of the people he decided to show the things I taught him to this chick, yeah? So, we exchange, she tells me what she tells me. Of course, my condescending ass, I go and pretend I'm getting paper and pen. I said, ma'am, could you give me a second? I don't want to miss what you're saying. Let me go and get some paper and pen to make sure I take notes of what you're saying to me. Don't want to miss anything. Give me a second. Of course, I put it on mute. And now at this point, unbeknownst to this young lady or to the gentleman I was fucking at the time, I already knew who this was, right? So not only have I told you guys before, and if you don't know, I am an empath. So I pick up on certain energies before anything occurs and whatever. So there's the time the phone rang, I knew it was going to be something that's going to disturb my spirit. But more than that, this gentleman I was dating at one point must have bumped his head or didn't recognize that, Cypher's a little nuts. Had no reason to ever show him that, but I'm a little nuts. And not so much nuts as I don't like to be uncomfortable, especially not in my bed. He's a gentleman that drove a lot of cars, very handy with his hands and all that, very close to his family, everybody drives. But he drove a car to my house one time, and I don't know if he listens to the show or not, don't really care, we're grown as fuck. If he listens, he'll find out now. Never told him before. But talk about it now, talk radio. So, he had driven this woman's car to my house before, and the energy when he came on the block, I knew something was different, right? And I'm not this woman that will search your pockets. I'm not searching your phone. I'm not doing any of those things because I feel if I need to do those things, you're not really mine, right? So I decided I need to see what's shifting my energy this way. Now, the violation for me was two things. I can, at the time, not now, but at the time, I could kind of accept an indiscretion, but don't let it overlap. So I can't swear that he banged her that night. I really hope to God I never found out that he did, right? Because that's an absolute no-no. If you know you're with me with a title on me and you do something, make a fucking excuse why you can't come see me, but please do not overlap me, because at some point that will come out, and then that's when things start to get a little different, where something can be a conversation to work through it becomes a let me throw some acid on your car, let me cut your car tires kind of situation. In my mind, I don't do these things because I don't have bail money friends. I recognize I don't have bail money friends, but anyway, so he drove her car to my home. Respectfully, wisely, or conveniently, I can't tell which one. He did not park it in front of the house, though. So I'm there, and I'm still feeling uncomfortable. So I decide, you know what, I'm horny as fuck. And as I mentioned, I'm pregnant, so I'm horny as fuck. And I decide, let me get some of my man. This is my dude. This is before the conversation happened. I fucked him at night, and he knocked out. Because, again, I'm surgical with this bitch, right? So he knocks out sleeping, and I decide to take my ass outside. Now, I don't know, something about when we used to fuck, it made me very invigorated, right? And he used to be so insulted I didn't knock out afterwards. It wasn't that. Like, the dick gave me energy or some shit. I can't tell. Another conversation. But I go outside to walk. And as I'm walking, my body is leading me to this car, right? So I walk up on this particular car. Like I said, I've lived on this block for about a year at this point. Kind of know all the cars that come and go, who's fucking who, whatever. But I'm drawn to this particular car. As I go to touch the car, I absolutely feel my man's energy on this car. Yeah? Mind you, he's in the bed, sleeping in the house, knocked out from the pussy, as he should be. So I look and I say, oh, his book bag is in the back of the car. He had a very unique backpack he used to wear. He was in college at the time. And some of the books are spilled out of the bag. So I know for sure this is the car he drove. So, of course, being the dutiful girlfriend that I am, I took my ass to the back of the car and I write down the license plate. Right? Now, this is right after 9/11 happened. I had a very close family member working at Homeland Security. I called him up at 1:20 in the morning. This is the kind of fucking family I got. Love my family. Shout out to... Look it. Won't even say his name. But shout out to you. I know him and his wife listen to the show. Right? So I called him up 1:20 in the morning, automatically, instinctively, oh, who I gotta come shoot? I said, woo! Love my family. I said, no. We're not shooting anyone. Can you run a plate for me? He goes, yeah. So I gave him the plate number. He says, give me 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, he calls me back, tells me everything about the bitch, right? Her height, her weight, her first name, middle name, last name, where she lives at, where she worked at, who she's living with, the whole fucking shtick, right? I feel like I needed to keep this in my mental Rolodex because, right, he came, didn't park the car in front of the house, gave me some good dick, he's sleeping. I turned around, I looked at him and said, God, he looks so good there sleeping. Not going to slap him awake, going to leave him sleeping. Put it in my mental Rolodex. So by the time Shorty called me, on my private line with the caller ID, right, and her fucking name coming up, I already knew who it was, yeah, but she doesn't know that I know who she is. And I also know that she must have gotten my number, because at this point I'm doing all kinds of business back in the days, and I had like 3 or 4 fucking phones, 2 phone numbers in the house, 3 or 4 cell phone numbers, all kinds of grown ass shit happening, right? So she calls me, unbeknownst to her, that I know everything about her. Now, had I been a different person who didn't give a fuck about the baby I was carrying, or give a fuck about the 2 babies I had, as she's talking reckless in my ears about her coming to my house and whipping my ass and hurting my children, right, I could have gone over there and dealt with her accordingly. But I opted not to do that. And the reason why is, she didn't do anything wrong. Besides, call me. Right? Because she didn't call me and say, oh, your man raped me, or this and this and that. No. She called me with the authority in her mouth to tell me, who's been dating this man for 7 years with a title on me, to stop fucking her man. So all that meant to me was, at some point, my guy bumped his head, right, went over and started fucking this chick, accidentally or on purpose, without a condom on, whether it be out of convenience, he didn't want to go back to the car, whatever, without a condom on. It's now she believes that the only thing that separated her ghetto ass from me was the fact that he had a piece of plastic on his cock when he fucked her. Yeah? But also in my mind I have a theory, and I believe that the only time the side chick calls is when she feels like she can replace the one in the house. So I just assumed there was going to be some baby conversation coming up soon. She'd be pregnant or some shit. So said, so done. She ended up having 2 babies for him. Whatever. But in this moment of me dismissing this chick with my condescending tone and getting the information I required from her, don't need to have a long conversation. I don't need to know times and dates and things. I'm not that chick, not that nosy, not that curious, don't care that much. So the time a woman can call me and tell me any details about my man, he's no longer my man. So I made it official. I called up said guy who I was quite enamored with, and I said, hey babe. He said, hey, how you doing? I said, no, not that kind of conversation. I said, just call to let you know that we're done. So he's laughing and carrying on because he knows I'm an asshole from time to time. I play around like that. I said, no, this is serious. I said, I need you to know that we're done because your lady just called me and told me that I need to be done with you because she's going to hurt me and our children. He goes, what? I said, no, I'm just letting you know we're done. So, before you disrespect me and play me and tell me you don't know who it is, this is the name and number that came up on my caller ID. Go and walk your dog. And I hung up the phone. Half an hour later, he calls back and tries to do a little reverse psychology thing on me and goes, oh, you never really cared about me? How are you going to cut me off or something like that? Let's not do that, right? Let's be grown about this. I cannot take away the 7 years that we had. Fantastical. Making up words for the shit was so great. Fantastical. But what we're not going to do, right? What we're not going to do is spin this back round on me because Shorty called my house and threatened me and the babies. Not going to do that. So, we're done. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. As long as everything comes back clean and you didn't give me anything from said bitch or anybody else you were with, we're good. Yes? So, that's story number 1, you guys. So, tonight we're talking about what do you do or say when your person's side chick or side dude calls you. So, in this instance, I was the one that got the call from the side chick / side dude. The other 2 stories, though, the tables are turned. The tables are turned. Let's play some more music here on this Freaky Fridays on TalkRadio.com with your hostess, Cypher Kai. We're going to do a little Sanchez segment. Yes? Is it Sanchez yet? Yeah, nope. Let's do Capleton, actually. No Lotion Man here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Capleton again, man. You see all of the man them now when no say them no lotion man. And you see all of the girls that know say them no promote no body man. No wanna back me to the max on this man. Watch me now. Me ball, woman me lotion, me no lotion man. Woman me powder, me no powder man. Woman me lotion, me no lotion man. Woman me powder, me no powder man. Batty man, the bugger them strong like lion. Batty man, them faster than a pet no overland. Batty man, them no sit down and plan with woman. Batty man, them won't go sit down and plan with man. Batty man, the bugger them have cock bottom. Batty man, them a walk and a cock off them man. Batty man, them have a bad reputation. Batty man, we no owe them no obligation. Batty man, we no want them in Jamaican land. So woman me lotion, me no lotion man. Woman me powder, me no powder man. Woman me lotion, me no lotion man. Woman me powder, me no powder man. Look at all those pretty girls surround me every day, yeah. Wanna eat till only for young men to turn themselves in a gay. I just need some time to think things through. Watch me now, and time me don't think that a crowd of people they're gonna tell me if it do right and no me ball. Woman me lotion, me no lotion man. Woman me powder, me no powder man. Woman me lotion, me no lotion man. Woman me powder, me no powder man. Batty man, the bugger them strong like lion. Batty man, them can't go a jungle go jam. Batty man, them can't go a DJ go jam. Batty man, them can't go a Rima go jam. Batty man, them can't go Dunkirk go jam. Batty man, we woulda beat them one by one. Batty man broke off them foot and pop off them man. Batty man back them in the face, kick them in the bottom sour. Woman me lotion, me no lotion man. Woman me powder, me no powder man. Batty man, the bugger them strong like lion. Batty man, them faster than a pen over land. Batty man, them no sit down and plan with woman shower. Look at the girls, them sweet and sexy. Them waistline and them piece of body. Tulip it juicy just like a cherry. Them have a sparkling personality. And when we see them a get we crazy. And a holy woman still no want the lady. So them one go on the street, gone take man body. Me no like batty man sex body. Put me neck up on a black crowd of people and chop it. And me love to see the Europe and the young gal put me. I see him place there when me love it put me body chop. Woman me lotion, me no lotion man. Woman me powder, me no powder man. Woman me lotion, me no lotion man. Woman me powder, me no powder man. of them tongue like lion batty man. Them faster than a pen over land batty man. Them faster than a Nissan nerve and batty man. Them no sit down and plan with woman batty man. Oh walk and cock up them man batty man. We no want them in a Jamaica land batty man. We go beat them one by one. Me know. Woman we lotion, we no lotion man. Woman we powder, we no powder man. Shower. Look how the girls them fat and them big boy. Them elegant and sophisticated. Them walking down the road, them look so attractive. So me can turn a body round a back just a jigging.
Okay, I don't know that cut off so abruptly. Sorry, you guys. What caught me off guard? Oh my god. Anyway, Freaky Fridays on TalkRadio.com with your host is Cypher Kai. I'm going to play another song and then come back with my second story because I've got like three. I've got three instances where it happened, and then I have a future situation. If that makes any sense. Future situation, right? So tonight we're discussing what do you do or say when your partner's side person calls you, reaches out, DMs you or whatever. That's the conversation this evening. 347-651-2468. 347-651-2468. The next one we're going to play right now is going to be Spraga Ben Shina Radiet here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Hey! Well, number one, you don't have time for waste. You understand? So, you know, your business, a girl come push up in your face. Hey! 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 From a girl, come hype up for you, and she not ready yet. Tell a girl up for you because you're delicate. You are not the type, make nobody do a shelly get. Reach for the sky, and you single but you celibate. Girl, come hype up for you, and she not ready yet. Tell a girl up for you because you're delicate. You are not the type, make nobody do a shelly get. Reach for the sky, and you single but you celibate.
That mean a man a go take your fin out and no leg. And you want a passenger plane, a girl a value jet. When she come a try bout, she a go nolly for your wreck.
Popular than ever, cry off when nobody not get. Boy, in your face, she go out a cigarette. Yeah, whatever, you're not frightened of it's illiterate. Higher in a life, you a profile, I do your best. How them fi pull you down when you a judge a bless. I come and hype up for you and then not ready yet. Tell a girl I hop up for you because you're delicate. You are not the type, make nobody do a shelly get. Reach for the sky, and you sing about your celibate. I come and hype up for you and then not ready yet. Tell a girl I hop up for you because you're delicate. You are not the type, make nobody do a shelly get. Reach for the sky, I. Well, good looks that are the less because your body and your breath. None of that you are gonna use to make you rich. No, you're not gonna profit off of sex. No, that and how you flex. Nobody not gonna take you fin a bitch.
It's like Chrissy D way in a main street. I'm out you a sip. And you know a girl if she saw you have a ticket. All time you remember them when you're in a toilet.
All you do is press your button and she sink like this. Girl, I hype up for you and she not ready yet. Tell a girl I hop up for you because you're delicate. You are not the type, make nobody do a shelly get. Reach for the sky and you sing about your celibate. Wanna come hype up for you and them not ready yet. Tell a girl I hop up for you because you're delicate. You are not the type, make nobody do a shelly get. Reach for the sky and you sing that. Well, it's a comedy, so you feel it. So when a girl attack, everybody see the lights. So I guess this or that. It's obvious to you, say them a living at the passport. If a man a beat her, that mean him love her half. When you see one of them bust up her head, I love her up with piece of iron pipe, she nearly dead. You don't have time for that, cause you're fragile like egg. Next month you have up on your scholarship at Winnipeg. So when a girl a hype up on you and she not ready yet, tell a girl a hop up for you because you delicate. You are not the type, make nobody do a shelly get. Reach to the sky and you sing about your celibate. I come and hype up on you and she not ready yet. Tell a girl a hop up for you because you delicate. You are not the type, make nobody do a shelly get. Reach to the sky and you sing about your celibate.
That mean a man a go take your fin out and no let. And you want a passenger plane, a girl a value jet. When she come a try but she a go nolly for your rep. Popular than ever, cry off and nobody no get. Boy, in your face, she go out a cigarette. Yeah, whatever, you not frightened of it's illiterate. Higher in a life, you a profile, I do your best. How them fi pull you down when you a judge a bless. I come a hype up on you when them not ready yet. Tell a girl a hop up for you because you're delicate. You are not the type, make nobody do a shelly get. Reach for the sky and you sing about your celibate. When a girl a hype up for you and she not ready yet. Tell a girl a hop up for you because you're delicate. You are not the type.
Alright, you guys. This is Freaky fucking Fridays on TalkRadio.com with your host is Cypher Kai. Wow, old school shit makes me so hyper. Just good memories. So you guys are asking whatever happened with the gentleman. To be honest, we're actually really good friends. You know, that was just a time in our lives, I think, that, you know, we needed to go through that period for whatever reason. I was hurt by it, of course, but we're really good friends. I'd like to believe we're really good friends now. So yeah, I've gotten past that. I mean, not something I hold on to. I was just, like I said, more disappointed, I think, at the caliber of woman that he was fucking around with. Again, not condoning the cheating, of course, but just the caliber of woman, someone that felt the need to call me and try to move herself up. And that's the funny thing. I keep telling women all the time. I think I had this conversation with someone the other day, and maybe I talked about it on the show a couple of weeks ago. You can't move yourself up the ranking, right? There's a rhyme and reason order to this. I'll have that whole conversation. One of these days I'll do a show and let you side chicks know what you... Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it tonight too. Awesome. You can't move yourself up. It's kind of like there's a hierarchy to the shit. It's a hierarchy to the shit. Anyway, so second story. I'm trying to see... Alright, fuck it. I'll save the really good one for the third story. So the second one now. So if you've been following the show for a while, I have been single and celibate for a very long time. Jesus, too fucking long. And so this one actually happened during the celibacy time, lots of years ago. So there was a gentleman that was trying to come around, be on the scene. He didn't understand, you know, what it is I was keeping the thing for. You know, he's never heard of somebody just waiting for a particular person. They didn't think that was something that was done with grown-ups, right? They figure it's something that little kids fantasize about or whatever. Who knows? So, you know, he comes around, he's trying to run the shtick, trying to run the game, and, you know, trying to buy things and trying to ingratiate himself with my children and whatever. Now, see, that's always a bad start, right? You need to know my children exist, but you need not be around them if I have not decided that you're going to get a title. And which I kind of told them from the rip that wasn't going to happen, right? So he's coming around and, you know, we're talking and things like that, and you know, he was going through some things. I think he tried to tell me he was going through a divorce. I just finished getting divorced or something. Everything about what he's saying screamed lie, right? Screamed lie. But nice guy, yeah? Nice guy, good to talk to. It was nice to have that kind of attention from a grown-up, yeah? So he came around for a couple of weeks or whatever. And at some point, you know, we would talk on the phone, have these very intense conversations on the phone, and I remember thinking to myself, one time he was on the phone with me, very clearly it felt like there was someone laying in the bed next to him. And I asked him about it point blank. I said, is somebody with you? And he said, no, I'm home by myself, this and this and that. So of course, being the douchey bitch that I am, right, I decided to have a very, very naughty conversation with him. And I, you know, gave him some instructions on what I wanted him to do to himself as I was having this conversation with him. Yes, because again, I feel like, because at this point I had already decided, yeah, nothing's going to come of this, right? But I said, all right. So I'm having this conversation on the phone. Very, very naughty. I can't remember what I said, as I will repeat it to you guys. I can't remember, right? But very naughty, very, very intense, right? So the point in the conversation, as I told him, I said, I want to hear you jerk off until you come. And when you come, I want you to scream my name. Right? Loudly, audibly. I don't want you mumbling. I don't want you biting the fucking pillow. I want you to scream my name as you're coming. So I'm telling him all this shit I'm going to do. All this shit. He has no point of reference for it, but it sounded really good. Right? So I'm going on this phone conversation, and he's getting himself to that point, and I'm like, okay, I want to hear you stroke it. So I said, get some oil, whatever you need, spit on it, this and this and this. Like, I'm doing all kinds of shit, right? It's getting all worked up, so I could hear the bed knocking and all kinds of shit. I'm like, okay, but I'm still feeling this energy next to him. I'm thinking to myself, he can't be so fucking brazen as to be doing this shit while somebody's in the fucking bed. But at this point, I feel like, I said, you know what, I'm gone so far, I want to hear the ending of this shit. So he gets to the point of that climax. He's get to that point of that the orgasm, and he absolutely screams my fucking name out, loud as shit. When I tell you, I was, the authority. I felt like I had the power. I said, ooh, and I kept thinking how fucked up this is, because I know somebody's in that bed with him. I know it. So now he knocked himself off. He made an absolute fucking mess, according to him. And of course, I tell him, I said, yo, all right, you know what? Now stay there. And he goes, what? I said, yeah, stay there. I don't want to know that you move off that bed until I come off the phone. So again, trying to assess the surroundings around him. I was sitting there for about 10 more minutes. Because I'm like, at this point, if there's someone in the bed next to him, not only did he scream another woman's name out, but he just made an absolute mess of whoever the fuck this is. Right? All right. So 10 minutes in, I'm like, all right, you know what? Yep. Let me go ahead and get the hell off the phone. So I get the phone and I'm like, I'm so fucked up because in the moment it sounded so good, it was so intense. I wanted to knock myself off when I got off the phone, but I was so taken back by the fact that I know somebody's in the fucking bed, fucking up my entire mental space. So, the next morning, he calls me and thanks me, says he's got the best sleep he's ever had, blah, 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 blah. You're welcome, boop, boop. At this point, though, I tell him, I said, I think you're a bit of a bastard. Because in regards to what you want to tell me, I know somebody was in that bed with you last night. And so for that reason, we're going to, this is going to be our last conversation. Oh, no, whatever. I've decided already, this is our last conversation. A couple weeks later, I get a phone call from a blocked number. Now, I'm very boasty. I gotta put the T in it. Very boasty, right? I run from nothing, right? I don't owe any creditors. Like I said at the point during my celibacy, I know I'm not fucking anybody's husband. I don't give a shit to answer my phone for whoever is calling, right? And I can go toe-to-toe with any telemarketer, any scammer, toe-to-toe, no problem. I pick up the phone, and again, before I pick up the phone, I know it's going to be drama. Didn't expect this kind of drama, but I know it's drama. I get a, hello, do you know such and such? I said, yes, ma'am. I do know such and such. How can I help you? Is he with you? I said, no, ma'am. If he was with me, I wouldn't be answering the phone. How can I help you? Oh, you don't understand. I said, well, wait a minute. I can see where this is going. So I'm going to give you exactly 10 minutes. Tell me whatever you think you'd like to tell me to sway me from whatever you think you think I'm doing. But please understand two things. One, do not ask me any questions that you don't want actual answers for. And two, do not ever call my phone again. We're not friends. Go. Your time starts now. So she starts carrying on about, did you know he was married? I said, no, ma'am, I did not. Because he didn't tell me he was married. He told me he was divorced or some shit. I said, no, ma'am, I did not know that. She goes, do you know we have a child together? I said, yes, ma'am. And I told her the child's name and what school she went to. That hurt a little bit. And see, that's the thing. I needed to teach her from very early in the conversation. I said, please don't ask me questions you don't want answers to. Now, I volunteered a little bit extra information. But again, it was to let her know that, yes, I'm very familiar with the gentleman you called me about, who I did not know was your husband. Yes? So maybe that would slow her down from any other questions she's going to ask me. Right? Okay. She goes, have you guys slept together? No, ma'am. She got quiet. But he's been calling you. I said, he's been calling me for several weeks, but he's not fucked me. No, ma'am. She goes, well, is he spending money on you? I said, yes, ma'am. It's a requirement. I'm a grown-ass woman. Yes, ma'am. She goes, why? I said, excuse me? I said, I'm sorry, do you want an invoice of what I spent the money on? Do you want to know how much he gave me? I'm confused. She goes, well, how often does he do that? I said, every time he comes to see me. She's like, well, how often is that? I said, it's a couple days a week. You guys live in another state, so, the commute and everything, I guess, is, a couple times a week. And at this point, she's, again, mouth hanging open, right? I'm assuming. I could feel the wind on the other side of the phone. So she goes, well, has he done anything else with you? I said, anything else like what? He comes by, he spends time, he gives me money. What else does he need to do? We're not fucking, right? Well, I feel like he's doing something. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to do something for you. Here you go. I said, I'm not fucking him. But because he's so comfortable talking to me, you might want to go and check your sorority sister. Because I know for a fact he's fucking her. Oh, Lord! Let's start some trouble. Let's start some fucking arguments. Now, he listens to the show, I think. Right? You might have come across it over the years. So, if you know the story pertains to you and you're listening, I did tell her that. I did. She shouldn't have called me. I'm just saying. I did tell her that. But anyway, I told her that because he told me that, sorority sister trying to hit on him or whatever. Nice looking guy, well put together, successful and everything like that. Sorority sister wanted to fuck. So again, I'm not the coochie you should be watching. It's your friend right in your circle that's fucking your husband, because that I didn't know was your husband. So yeah, that's how that particular scenario went. Of course, after this phone call, I tried to call this gentleman to say to him, hey, your wife called, that I didn't know existed, and of course he didn't take my calls for several years actually, and he must have looked me up or something a couple years ago or whatever, but yeah, didn't take my call for about, I don't know, 8 years or something. It's crazy as hell. But anyway, so yes, that was the second instance. In this instance, I was the turnaround. She thought I was the side chick, and so the wife called me, right? The wife called. Isn't that something? Call me for dick I'm not getting. Oh, and then here's the kicker. I almost forgot the good part, right? In the conversation, though, she says to me, craziest thing, she goes, my God, she said, you're very nice, and your accent is so soothing. I can see why he would be drawn to you. Oh my God, really? And I felt like, and she happens to mention to me in the same conversation that, she says, you're the one he was on the phone with. I said, well, ma'am, you told me you saw his phone records. She says, no. The time when he was jerking off in the bed, I said, you were there. She goes, yes, I heard you asking him, and he didn't answer. I said, why didn't you say something? She says, I'll be honest with you, our sex life had gone down so much, she was kind of turned on by it. She was hoping that when he was finished, he would have turned over to fuck her. I said, even though he had somebody else on his mind. And I don't think that bothers her. I think subconsciously, maybe, I think a lot of sorority sisters, I'm going to start some fucking arguments right now. I think a lot of sorority sisters have experimented on each other in college. She might have had a little bisexual tendencies. Maybe the sound of my voice kind of turned her on or something. I've heard women say that on the show before. I don't know. But yes, she said she was in the bed, quite turned on, and touching herself while I was talking dirty to him on the phone, and he was knocking himself off. Can you fucking imagine? Can you imagine? I tell you, my life, it could be a fucking soap opera. And that's an actual story. An actual fucking story. Promise you, hand to God, actual story. Yes. Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio with your hostess, Cypher Kai. In the building. Tonight we're talking grown as fuck. Tonight's topic is, what do you do or say when your spouse's or mate's side chick or side dude calls you? 347-651-2468. 347-651-2468. Yes. So let me see what we're going to play. Tonight I'm going to end off the evening for all of the couples who are tuned in and getting very turned on by these sexual stories and my voice and everything that happens on Freaky Fridays. I have some sexy shit for you guys before we leave. I do. We're going to play some Sanchez for you guys when it's time to wind this shit down, but we're going to jump back forward to some of the newer music. We'll bridge it with some So Good by Keisha Martin here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
So good. How long you a bill a come from far with your man? When him never have nothing and him only have a plan. You have house, car, deed to the land, investment and thing and some stocks and bonds. Fly out regular private excursion. When you take him from a gal, you a family man. You nah worry about nothing 'cause them can't break the band. Are you wear the crown 'cause your position strong? So no boy can't take me from my baby. The loving him a give me so good. And no girl can't take my man from me. But the love where him a get is so good. So no boy can't take me from my baby. But the loving him a give me so good. And no girl can't take my man from me. But the love where him a get is None of them y'all no qualify if he try if he take your man. Understand him have a good man where him no want to lose. And him only have eyes for you and only you will do. You never have to worry, he's in love with you. You're so good, you're so good. You got the body, got the brains, you got the moves. Anything you want, he said, yes, I'll do for you. No, you never have to worry, he's in love with you. You're so good, you're so good. So no boy can't take me from my baby. Cause the loving him I give me so good. And no girl can't take my man from me. Cause the love where him I get is so good. So no boy can't take me from my baby. Cause the loving him I give me so good. And no girl can't take my man from me. Cause the love where him I get is so good.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Friday. So Ven in the public chat room said, let me read it. I don't know if I fuck it up. Let me read what he said. That's why I'm playing the jams, goddammit. Enough respect to you too, Ven. He says, if my lady has a man on the side and he calls me, I listen to him, then help her pack her shit. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I have some other gentlemen here plugging in behind the scenes saying, when they've you know what? One of my super VIP says he entertains whole conversations. Now, how many times has this happened to you as you're entertaining entire conversations? No, because then they think they're fucking friends. Look it. Bad enough you already think you're my equal is why you call me. I'm not having a whole conversation with you. My God. So, yeah. I'm going to play one more song before I come back with the really messy fucking, story. Again, everything that I say on the show is absolutely serious. This is unscripted, unfiltered, uncensored. These are my own sexual exploits or those of my friends who have told me their business and I told them I'm going to tell you guys their fucking business. No names mentioned. Anyway, so I'm going to play some Post Malone. I think the Brooklyn Landlady's on. So, three different guys? Oh my Lord Jesus. So what am I super VIP saying? Is it 3 times with the same girl? So these are 3 different dudes too? Give me your business. Tell me your business, you guys. I'm trying to find out some business for you guys. He's saying he had whole conversations 3 times. Now tell me, was it 3 times with 3 different guys? Or was it, oh my Lord. I'll find out some more information after this song. But we're going to play some Post Malone, Die For Me, here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Said you take a bullet, told me you would die for me. I had a really bad feeling, you've been lying to me. We were on the low, but you were getting high with me. When it's past 11, that's a different side I see. Said you die for me, you die for me, you die for me. But you lied to me, you lied to me, you lied to me. Said you die for me, you die for me, you die for me. But you lied to me, you lied to me, you lied to me. It was love at first sight, felt like you were chosen. But that blood in your veins, yeah, I know it's frozen. Got no patience no more, been waiting too long. You hid that shit away and I was the last one to know, bitch. I heard you coming in, I was lying there awake. Didn't know that it was you who got the gun, I had to save. Remember when you got my ass arrested? At least when I was in jail, I got some resting. Ooh, I surrender, time to forget you. I'm too tired to forgive you. It's too hard on my liver, and you know it's all over now. All your friends, you know, they sold you out. Said you take a bullet, told me you would die for me. I had a really bad feeling, you've been lying to me. We were on the low, but you were getting high with me. When it's past 11, that's a different side I see. Said you die for me, you die for me, you die for me. But you lied to me, you lied to me, you lied to me. Said you die for me, you die for me, you die for me. But you lied to me, you lied to me, you lied to me. Yeah. It was a VIP to be one of my best nights. 9 a.m. I came from out the club, it was daylight. Got a bad girl, I was treating her too nice. Caught you being vulnerable, that ain't what I need. You sold your soul, girl, quit crying. From your passport, it looks like you lying. You broken down by your past, don't deny it. Your ex called, you was vulnerable, you flying now. Wasn't on the best of terms, girl, I was trying. I did everything to reach out to you. Said you never had me caught up in no drama. I done ran into my karma. Said you take a bullet, told me you would die for me. I had a really bad feeling, you been lying to me. We been on the low, but you been getting high with me. When it's past 11, that's a different side I see. Said you left me, you left me, you left me. But you lied to me, you lied to me, you lied to me. Said you left me, you left me, you left me. But you lied to me, you lied to me, you lied to me.
Settle down, I spell it out, it's simple enough. I came around, I figured out you follow my gut. I don't play anymore. I went through your phone and called the girls in your DMs and took all them home. And I know it's been a while since the last time you heard from me. Grew into a savage and that's why they gave this verse to me. Turns out it shows, cause they turn out at shows. I sold 50 million copies of a breakup note. Bought some strangers in our beds and now you lost your right to privacy. Spilling all our secrets when you thought they'd probably die with me. Know you fucking love it on the low. And you don't have to say I'm crazy cause I know nothing's changed.
Said you take a bullet, told me you would die for me. I had a really bad feeling, you been lying to me. We were on the low but you were getting high with me. When it's past 11, that's a different side of scene. Said you doubt me, you doubt me, you doubt me. But you lied to me, you lied to me, you lied to me. Said you doubt me, you doubt me, you doubt me. But you lied to me, you lied to me, you lied to me.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. Okay, you guys, you might hear the fan in the background because I started to get really hot. I don't know if it's recollecting these stories, recording these stories or what, but you guys are giving me some really grown feedback behind the scenes. Again, 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. Let's talk about some things before I give you my next story. So, what is Ven saying? Life is too short for that level of bullshit and drama. That's what Mr. Ven is saying here in the public chat room. Also, I'm getting some things behind the scenes here. So, a gentleman says there's been 3 times with the same young lady and the same guy. He was telling me he was going to kill her. Wow. So, he entertains entire conversations. So, let me ask you, in this particular instance, and thank you for being a talker and telling me your business, by the way, who was her man? Was the guy her boyfriend that was said he wanted to kill her, or were you the boyfriend and the guy was a side dude? I need information. Give me information. Give me information. Also, I have somebody else here telling me, what are they saying? If your man is cheating on you, why the hell are you calling me? Walk away with your dignity. The only reason I'll call another woman is to alert her that one or both of us is being played. Where she takes it after that will then dictate who I have the problem with. I see. I gotta tell you, I've never called somebody before. I kind of knew. Here's the thing. I've only actually had one relationship where there was like a title on it. I think I've mentioned this on the show before. I've had understandings, right? I understand that you want to be free, mostly. Right? Guys want to conquer. They're hunters. By design, they're not really meant to be monogamous. Oh, you were the side dude. I'll get to it in a minute. Right? So we'll start some arguments. We'll have a whole conversation about that on another show. Right? But if we have an understanding, so we come into a situation and go, okay, we look at it. We're grown-ups. It's all right. You have children. I have children. Or at the time, maybe I didn't. So you want pussy from me. I want money from you. Or you want to get some grown man treatment from me. You don't know how to say it because you don't know what the name is. You think you want to fuck. But what you actually want is some escapism from whatever situation you got going on in your house that you're in already. So when you buck me up and think that all you're going to get from me is pussy, and depending on who they are and what I think I can get from them. And I'm going to keep it at 100, right? This is not a sneaky, manipulative kind of thing. It is being grown and assessing your situation. If you walk into a situation with me and you tell me I'm married. And again, I used to entertain that before. I will not entertain it now, but I used to entertain it before. But if you say to me, look, I got somebody, whether it be married, I got a chick, whatever, and I say, okay, well, what do you want from me? If you've got somebody ready, what do you want from me? First of all, gigantic turn off for me is guys who can't say what the fuck they want. I encounter so many grown men that can't say to me they want to fuck me. When they do, right? The ones that do. They can't say, oh, you know what I want. No, I really don't. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you're accustomed to. I don't know what you think you can get from me. Tell me what you want. A big turn off for me is a guy who can't say what he wants. And it doesn't have to be crass about, oh, I want to fuck you, I want to bang your back out. No. You just need to say, look, I'm looking for a sexual situation with you. How do you feel about that? Right? And we can have a conversation from there. And he should say to me in that moment, what do you want from me? And I can say, well, I could waste some pussy on you. This is the bills I got, or these are aspirations I have, what you want to invest, whatever the case is. Now, I'm more of an investment girl. I don't need you paying bills. I need you putting up investment kind of money, because that's the kind of bitch that I am, right? I know I got investment pussy. I know this, right? This is not, this is not do my nails, do my feet vagina that I carry. Absolutely not. This is, let me get your rent roll for your building for a month as my allowance. This is, buy me a couple buses because I want to start a transportation company. This is multi-million-dollar development site deals. And that's not being cheeky to the person that's listening. That's not for you. That was something else. Because I realized I got a couple of business associates that listen to the show as well. That wasn't for you. But I have receipts. Let me go on public record and say that there is someone that in this day and time and financial climate who believes that my vagina is worth at least $36 million, and I have proof of it. Okay. And this is someone who's never had it before. I can assure you, if he's had it before, it might have gone up a little bit. I'm just saying. Okay. So anywho, as we continue this conversation, I'm just saying though, right? Tell me what you want. Let's have a discussion. Let's do a negotiation. Because it is a negotiation. If I know going into this, I can't have you for myself. That's understood from the gate because you have someone already. Then we need to come to terms as to what this is. Because if it's just for you to fuck me and get an orgasm, and I'm not even really feeling you like that, I can waste pussy on somebody else. What am I getting from it? So whether it's money or attention, this guy might be a romantic guy, because that's always nice. I gotta tell you, I would love to find someone. The financial part is nice, especially in these hard economic times. But I gotta tell you, to find a guy who would actually focus on me in a non-psychotic way, pay attention to what I say, pay attention to what I like, and service me that way. Give me that mind fuck before the body fuck. Woo! The reciprocity that he would get, the grownness that he would experience, the time that he would have, my God. And then to sprinkle some money in it, where I don't have to worry about anything. He's just on some more, babe, I got it. Jesus. Woo! Give me your ring size one time. It doesn't even matter if he's only got 6 inches of cock. It doesn't even matter as long as he's got good hygiene, a beautiful penis cut, and that kind of behavior. Shit. Give me your ring size right the fuck now. I'm just saying. Freaky Fighters on TalkRadio.com with your host, this Cypher Kai, because I'm grown as fuck. We're talking like we're grown as fuck. Round here. So the gentleman that's saying it was the same guy that wanted to kill her. Oh, you were the side dude. Ain't that some shit? Wow. I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, no, that's not true. Obviously, women cheat. But I didn't know that guys voluntarily took that position until I was talking to a friend of mine. And he said he was in that role quite a lot. And he actually relished the thought of fucking other people's women because he's well endowed, right? So he relished the thought of fucking other people's women, and so that their men would know somebody was there, right? It's kind of like a signing the vagina a little bit, wasn't it? Right? So your guy's not that big, right? He's sitting there hitting it. Not only is he's gaping it out, but he's making you feel in a way you've never felt before. Because like I said, I taught him a few things. I banged this guy before. I taught him a few things, right? So he's making you feel in a way you've never felt before. And so at some point, how long can you stave off your guy from fucking him if you're living together? So he kind of took pleasure in knowing, in a little twisted kind of way, I'm assuming, that when the guy went in behind him, that, he could feel that somebody else is there. Like, almost like leaving a fucking footprint in the shit. Lord, we've been grown tonight. Grown as fuck tonight here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. No sound, what? That better not be a thing. Alright, hopefully you guys are still fucking, yeah. I don't know why you don't have any sound, but try to catch it back. Are you guys hearing me? Everything looks like it's working. Recap of what? Okay, well, I got another story coming. Calm down. Hey, hey you, in the public chat room. What am I recapping? So tonight's topic is, what do you do if your side chick and or side dude calls you? I'm sorry, if the side chick or side dude of your mate or spouse calls you. And that's what the topic is this evening. I'm going to play some more music. It seems as though a couple of you said you're having some kind of issues. I hope you guys are hearing me. I can see the dials moving, so hopefully you guys are hearing me. Right? In the public chat room, if you guys can hear me, just say yes. Type me yes, so I know what's going on. Oh Lord, we're going to get into that in a minute. I'm going to play some more music and come back, give you guys my third story of the situations that occurred with me as it pertains to this topic of the evening. And these are all true stories. These are all true stories. There's some people who are very close to me listening to the show right now. They know they're true stories. So we're going to play, what am I going to play for you guys right now? I'm going to play Pinky Ring. This is Neo featuring OT Genesis here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
To Paris, that's my version of therapy. Even though in no condition like donating to charity, still calling my ex. Man, that shit is embarrassing, but it's not my fault. She got that fire, no kerosene. Mine gone, top down on the coast. I'm so sick of love songs, I just caught the flow. So even when I don't do no wrong, she think I do. So I'm just about to turn what she think into the truth. You know I'm a singer, I can write a banger, and I'm dressed to kill. It's murder fresh off the hanger. I know that you know I got the bag to blow. You better hope I don't go savage mode. I feel like I'm back from retirement. I feel like I'm better than I ever been. Right back on the scene like it ain't a thing. She gave back the wedding ring, I turned it to a pinky ring. Back single and I'm mingling. Spidey sense back tingling. I do not feel bad, I gave her everything. Now it's on the better things, I put that there on everything. She gave back the wedding ring, I turned it to a pinky ring. She gave back the wedding ring, I turned it to a pinky ring.
Big body, clip hollies, break bricks, decorati, check scene, like a lobby, push weight, like a dolly. She gave me the ring, I'ma take the shit. Had to cut her off, she ain't making shit. Back up, bitch, like I'm looking through the camera. Playing with a pussy, make it flick like a channel. Oh, you acting nice, you must want some. Tryna play a nigga, oh you dumb. Train a bitch like a trolley. Cold ice, you know I'm solid.
You know I'm a singer, I can write a banger, and I'm dressed to kill. It's murder fresh off the hanger. I know that you know I got the bag to blow. You better hope I don't go savage mode. I feel like I'm back from retirement. I feel like I'm better than I ever been. Right back on the scene like it ain't a thing. She gave back the wedding ring, I turned it to a pinky ring. Back single and I'm mingling. Spidey sense back tingling. I do not feel bad, I gave her everything. Now it's on the better things, I put that there on everything. She gave back the wedding ring, I turned it to a pinky ring. She gave back the wedding ring, I turned it to a pinky ring.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. You guys are amazing. Let me do some shout outs and some follow-ups before our third story. There's 4 of them. Third story. So, shout out to my Panamanian papi who's tuned in right now. Shout out to you, papi. Panamanian papi who's tuned in. I'm not going to say your name. Alright. So, also, let me give you some follow-up. The gentleman who's talking to me back and forth and saying that he was a side dude. He said he met her at a club and she was ready to leave the guy, but the guy found out about them and things changed. She was ready to move her and her kids to come live with him. Now look it, goddamn it! I need to be all in your dick business. How do you meet someone? Okay, look it. Before I get into this, did you fuck her at the club? I want to know what kind of dick you meet that makes you want to leave your man and move your kids the same fucking night. What kind of cock you got, man? I'm just saying. I need to know your cock business right now. Did you fuck her at the club the night you met her? Tell me your business. 347-651-2468. 347-651-2468. If you guys want to tell me any feedback you have on what I'm saying and or give me your own feedback as to what do you say and or do if the person that you're with, their side person, calls. The extra person that you knew about or didn't know about or whatever. Or if you're the side person and the wife or husband calls, what the fuck do you do? Right? We're talking to things like we're grown tonight. Yes? Alright. So somebody's giving me some feedback over here as well. I'm trying to get what everybody's saying before I give you guys this next story. Alright, now look it. As I said before, disclaimers. This show is grown as fuck. You must have realized that by now. We've been on for over 100 minutes. So, I'm going to tell you guys another story. This is going to sound a little unbelievable, but it's a true story. Okay. Ready? Okay. Once upon a time, I'm a douche. Once upon a time, yes, there was one of my understandings. Had an understanding. There was a gentleman who I hadn't seen in a very long time, and he's younger than me, and so he'd run into me when he was old enough. I guess he felt like he's old enough. He had to be like 27 or some shit. I don't know. So we run into each other at, I think it was somebody's gathering, some friend's gathering or something. Didn't know he knew the person, whatever, and he's like, oh, hey, how you doing? And he felt very confident. Oh, I had a crush on you for how long? I said, really? I said, I remember you little, how old are you now? Right? He says, I'm grown now. I said, really? So I said, show me some ID. So at this point, I think it's, like I said, like 24, 27 is somewhere around there. I was getting my Jada Pinkett on, right? The only difference is he doesn't know my children. Because I didn't have kids at the time. So, anywho. So, I see him and he's looking like he could get some. Let me just be grown about my shit, right? So at this point, I don't remember. No, we didn't go home together the same night. Would have, didn't. I think I had something to do in the morning. So we exchanged numbers, and at some point, I end up going, maybe like a day or two later, we connect and I go over to the house. Now, no need to bullshit around. We know what the dude do. So we gone out. He wanted to show me a good time because, like I said, he wanted to show me all the things. Apparently, he had some things in his head he wanted to do if he had ever gotten to shoot his shot with me. So he took me out. He opened my car door. All the very, very nice shit. I was like, oh God, this is so nice. And it's funny because I was very unaccustomed to that treatment because I'm a bit of a tomboy, right? I'm not one of those I don't need a man, because obviously I do. I think guys are fucking yummy and so helpful, especially when you can do things with your hands and your dick. I thank you in advance, everybody I've encountered and the ones I will encounter. Mwah, 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 thank you. But alright, so he's opening doors and taking me out, and we're having conversations and everything like that. Wonderful, beautiful dark-skinned guy, right? So we're out, we're hanging out, whatever. So now it gets to the point where, of course, the go down has to go down. I say, hey, did you just want to take me out? This is going on over the course of a couple weeks. So at some point, we get to go and do the go down. When I get to the house, though, again, my spidey sense is tingling. Now, it wasn't as in tune with my gifting then as I am now, but something just felt like my spidey sense was tingling. Right? So I'm there and I'm like, I said, you know what? As horny as I am, my brain still functions, and thank God for the particular gift that I appreciate the most is that I have a way of thinking about things 10 steps ahead before I do them. So like if I said, you know what, if I do this, such and such is going to happen, but you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. Oh no, I'm not going to do it. So as we get through the door, I say to him, yo, who do you live here with? He's like, nobody. So you sure? He's like, yeah. I said, can you do me a solid? Just show me your utility bills. Real shit, right? So he goes and brings the light bill, shows me, brings the gas bill, shows me, everything is in his name alone. Okay. But again, spidey sense is tingling, so I'm walking through the house, right? Minding my business, because my only focus is to get to the fucking bed to get on this dick. I don't really give a fuck about what else is going on. I come into the house, he paid attention to me, the house was clean, right? So, going straight from the door to the bedroom, making my way down the hallway to the bedroom. Feeling the feeling, but I'm like, Get into the room though. Get into the fucking room though, right? Canopy bed. Now, single guys, let me help you out. If you've got a canopy bed in your house, it tells me one of two things that should put fear in me, but fuck that, I'm grown, right? It tells me one of two things. Either you live with a bitch and you lied to me, because she wanted that bed, right? Or you're into bondage and shit, and if you don't know my safe word yet, might be an uncomfortable situation. That's the only thing you need a canopy bed for, is to appease a woman or do freaky shit. Alright. So, I'm in the room. First I see the canopy bed. I say, okay. But then I turn around and I see a big ass picture, a caricature picture of some woman on the wall. Now, this woman has bamboo earrings in her ears. I realize it's an old picture, but the picture is up. Now, so I say, is she dead? He goes, no. I said, alright. You did know before I came here we discussed the whole I'm gonna fuck you stupid thing tonight, right? He goes, well, yeah. Notice I said, fuck you stupid. I didn't fuck you stupid yet, right? Your mind still works. Why the fuck do you think it's okay for me to fuck you in a room with a woman hanging right over your bed that's not dead, right? Okay. So I said, fuck it. Leave the picture. At this point, wisely, as I'm making these protestations about, my uncomfortability, he is wisely on his knees in front of me having a whole separate conversation with my vagina. Wise man. As I'm popping shit from my top lips, he's talking to the other lips, trying to appease her to come on girl, you want to be here, she's talking shit, let's make this happen. Okay, fuck it, it worked, right? Not really into the whole service me thing, I'm more of a giver than a receiver, but it worked, yes? So now in this particular instance, this has to be about maybe the 8th time we're getting at it at this point. Yes? So we're getting into it and it's good, right? And I go home. Because I normally went home. No need to hang around, linger. I have my own place and we go home. Alright. Now, I decided to say something, I feel like he owes me something. So the next time he's working, we saw each other maybe 2 times a week, like I said, over the span of a couple of weeks. He calls me the next time and it's snowing outside. But he was talking so slick on the phone, I decided, you know what? Let's cut to the fucking chase. I know if I'm leaving my house at this time of the night, I am going to fuck. Period. So I put on my coat, put on some thongs, some boots. That's it, no bra. At this time, the boobies are still perky and shit. I don't need a bra. They're still standing up on their own. Beautiful situation. Yes? Boom. So I go over to the house. Get in the house. I don't even come pick me up. I want you in the bed, dick ready. Unlock your front door. I'm coming straight in the fucking house. Let's go. He said, you really want me to come pick you up? Or I said, fuck the chivalry tonight, bitch. I need you in the bed with that dick waiting. I'm coming. So I get over to the house. I get out the cab. I pay for my own cab. Fuck it. Don't come downstairs. I'll just be in the fucking bed. Just be in the fucking bed. But this time now, something else is triggering me. I said, what the? Alright, I said, fuck it though. Whatever. Talking all that slick shit. Let me go give you what I came here for. Coming through the front door, I lock everything. There's got like 4 locks on the door. Lock everything. I run to the back. Let's go. Get it. Talking shit. Let's go. Going down. Let's go. So we get in the room. We're getting at it. All over the fucking room. Oh, here, there, everywhere. We're done. And I'm going to let you guys know a little secret. Yes? When we're finished, right, I decide I want to watch cartoons. Right? And this is around shit. There's some cartoon something on, I don't know. Watching cartoons though. And he's tripping out like, really? I said, okay, don't judge me, bitch. Was the pussy good? Yes. Then shut up. I'm watching cartoons. What the fuck? Alright? So watching cartoons, minding my business. Alright? Laying there. He gets up and goes to want to make me food and make sure I'm good and whatever other, chivalrous shit he wants to do. And I feel this energy. Alright? and then there's a knocking. No, I'm sorry. He comes back in the bed. I'm up. He goes down to go sleep. Because again, knockout drops in the vagina, right? And I'm hearing somebody rattling at the door. So I'm thinking somebody's trying to break in. So I'm slacking, hey, someone's at your door, what the fuck is going on? And he said, no, it's not a fucking door. I said, listen. So he said, oh shit. So he grabs a baseball bat, he keeps in the room, live by yourself, of course, right? Grab a bat, he's walking towards the door. Now the funny thing to me is, I'm feeling like, of course he's half asleep, half awake, but I know that he fucking knows somebody could be coming at the door, because at this point I realize someone's not trying to pick the door. It sounds as though they got keys, they're fumbling with fucking keys. So he gets up, he goes to the door. I'm not sure of what's happening in this moment yet, but I know something is about to go down. So of course now, I got some homies, I got some really great fucking guy friends, right? So I call up my guy friends, because I told them, from when I went there the first time, we're swapping fucking sex stories and shit, and I told him I went to the house, banged the little dude off, and he's got the picture of some bitch over the bed. I need some feedback from my guy friends as to why would you do that, right? So I said, look here, I'm here at dude's house, and there's a female's voice. There's somebody messing with the door. My guy I called works in law enforcement, and I'm like, he said, well, you want me to come get you? I said, no, not yet. Let me see what's going on. He said, yo, give me the address. I'm on my way over there. I don't like the situation that you're in, whatever. So I gave him the address, right? And so I hear Shorty talking. I'm like, oh. So here's the bullshit. Here we go. You ready? All right. So she's coming in, and again, I'm being a bit of a fucking douche. I don't know the full details about what's happening out there yet, but I'm hearing conversations. So she comes in with keys, drops the keys on the ground. So she was a break-in, she got keys. I'm assuming at this point, without seeing her, this is the bitch that's on the wall in the room under which I just fucked. I'm assuming this. Alright. So she comes in, and she's asking him questions out loud. Does she fucking know you got a wife? And my dumb ass in the room answered, well, hell no, ma'am, I did not know you had a wife. She goes, did she know I was fucking pregnant? Oh, shit. Hell no, I did not know you were pregnant. So, and as she's talking, the questions are getting closer. I'm like, what the whole hell? So apparently they're easing their way down. He's telling her, you gotta leave, you shouldn't be here, net. Okay. I said, now who the fuck is making their pregnant wife leave in a snowstorm for vagina? That's an understanding. What the fuck is happening here? I'm confused as fuck. Conversation continues, is getting closer and closer to the room. Now my back is turned to the door. I figure this grown-ass man can handle his grown-ass business, and my friend in law enforcement is coming to come and get me with his gun and his badge, and I'm gonna be good. It's fine, whatever. So she proceeds to come down the hallway, and apparently she detours into the kitchen trying to grab for some kind of tool. Oh, you can't pick that up when you're doing this. So at one point I think she picked up a hammer. Then she had a big ass wrench, I'm assuming coming in the room to fight me, which would have been a bad situation altogether, but I digress. So she's coming. She threw something into the room, didn't see what it was, because I'm still watching cartoons. Again, vagina's feeling good, got a good fuck. Don't know if it was good enough to take whatever drama's happening now, but the coochie feels good than watching cartoons. Okay. So she's coming, like I said, the conversation's getting closer down the hall. She's trying to get into the room, he's blocking her. He's telling her she's got to leave, right? At some point, she makes it seem as though she's going to go. She turns her back, she walks away. He goes, I don't know where he goes, they're still outside the room. At some point, she breaks past him, gets into the room and throws something at me. Lands right on the back. BAM! Now, something instinctively is telling me not to move, because I don't know what the fuck this thing is, right? But it dropped on the back heavy as fuck, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm not dead, nothing feels broken, but what the fuck did she drop on me? Let me tell you, oh my So following my instinct, I slide out from under whatever this thing is to see what the fuck is going on. And at this point now, I feel like I need to make my presence known, because pregnant, no pregnant, wife or no wife, you are now assaulting me. Do you fucking guys know she threw a baby at me? Ooh, you heard what the fuck I said. Apparently, her spidey sense was tingling. When she came over in the snow with no fucking coat on, she brought their toddler with her. She had the baby in her fucking hands, in the snowsuit, in the boots with the kick me kill me shoes on, right? And this is a West Indian baby. I felt every dumpling cornmeal porridge and everything else this child has ever eaten land on my fucking back when she threw his baby across the room on my fucking back. Huh? Okay. I slide out from under. Thank God I didn't reactively flinch, because the child would have flung off of me and slammed her face into an antique dresser that was right there. Now, that would have been fucked up. Baby had nothing to do with this. And this gentleman at the time lived half a block away from a police precinct. What? So now here his pregnant wife is pregnant now, toddler on my back, in the snow. This is her husband, not her jump off, not her dude, and I'm half a block away from a police precinct. I'm assessing the situation, saying, yeah, the dick was not that good. So he proceeds to tell me, oh, she got leave. He puts the baby on the front, futon in the front, makes the wife leave the house, puts her through the door, locks the door. I said, look it, that's really fucked up. She's pregnant. This is your wife. Whatever dispute you guys are having, this is not the way to handle it. I'm leaving. Oh, I'm going to drive you home. I said, no, sir. If she came in a cab, she's going to follow you to my house. I don't need this drama at my house. Someone's coming to pick me up. This fucker had the gall to be upset. Who the fuck you got coming to my house? I said, whoa. Clearly, I didn't put enough pussy on your tongue that you're speaking to me that way. Do you want me to help you out with that right now? Secondly, you have me locked in a house where I've been assaulted by a toddler, and you're concerned with who the fuck is coming to get me. My friend with his badge and his gun are coming to retrieve me from your home so I could leave with no drama. Yes, call me tomorrow. Let your wife inside. You guys work this out. It gets better though. It's not done. So I go home. I text him to let him know I'm home. The wife now decides to stay at the house the following day. And she goes through the entire caller ID. Right? She's looking now. I never keep my actual name on any phone that I have. Never. Just don't do it. Right? So, not for anything particular. Not because I'm fucking people's husbands, because I didn't know he's married. But I'm just saying, don't do it. So, she's calling. She must have called every single number in the phone until she got to speak to me. She's asking her, hello, can I speak to da-da-da? Can I speak to da-da-da? Okay. So, finally she gets me. Hello? Oh. So, she proceeds to tell me, oh, did you know he's married? But I said, did you hear me answer you last night? No, bitch, I did not know he was married. So she's going to this whole shtick of, oh, she's pregnant. How could I? I said, look, again, I didn't know. But the story that he gave me after the fact, because he called me from work that day, was, and I remember him calling me crushed about it. He'd gone home early to surprise her for that one anniversary birthday or some shit. As he gets in the house, he hears all this moaning and carrying on and whatnot. But he thought there was something, it didn't sound like sexy moaning. It's kind of more like, like screaming then. So he thought something was wrong. He goes and busts in, and she's got somebody in there dinging her back out on their bed. So as far as he was concerned, the story that he gave me was that he did not know if the baby was his, and they separated from that point. And then I guess after the baby was going to be born, and they did a DNA test, they would have worked out whatever reconciliation at that point. Yes? So when I told her this, she says, oh my God, he told her, how close are you guys? She didn't deny it at all. Right? So she's like, well, does he take same bullshit the other wife says? Oh, does he take you out? Does he spend money on you? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, bitch, he does. Yes, bitch, he did. And normally, from the time the partner calls me, in my mind, I'm already decided that's enough. I'm not going to deal with this shit. Because now it becomes a real thing. Now it's a real human being that's getting hurt and what. Right? But at this point, I gotta say, at this point, for this particular situation, I feel like I had to break the rules, because I felt like, for being assaulted with a toddler, he owed me more cock. I did not get cock assault. I did not get toddler assaulting dick. I did not. And I felt like I was owed some at this point. I felt like I was owed another round because I got assaulted with the fucking toddler. I felt like that, right? So she goes, well, now that you know about me, this is over now, right? I said, no, ma'am. She's like, what? I said, normally, and I told her, I said, normally, I would, right? I know about you now. I didn't know about you before. You're pregnant. You're his wife, and lot. But clearly, you don't care as much about your family as you're claiming to me on the phone now that you do. From the simple fact that you threw your fucking baby at me, I feel like I deserve some more of your husband's dick. I literally told her that. I literally told her that. Now, mind you, I was being a bit of a bitch. I opted not to actually do it again. But I just felt like I was owed some. So I'm going to just say, I at any other time I encounter this man, if I'm so inclined and my coochie jumps, he still owes me a fuck. He owes me a toddler assaulting fuck. I don't know what that is comprised of exactly, but as far as I'm concerned, he owes me a toddler assaulting fuck. Hello. Alright. Freaky Fridays on TalkRadio.com with your host is Cypher Kai. Let's play some more music, you guys. Let's play some more music. Because I'm on my fuckery tonight. I'm on my fuckery tonight. Alright, we got one more story though. This is my future story coming up. Will be the next one. I'm going to play 2 songs. I'm going to tell you guys my future story for what I will do if I'm ever put in a position like that again. We're going to talk about it here on Freaky Fridays. The number is 347-651-2468. 347-651-2468. This one is going to be 11 by Khalid and Summer Walker here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Got my headlights off, we're sitting outside. If you climb my car, then we're here all night. A couple blunts rolled and I got my windows down. Said it's been a while since you've been this high. If you're waiting on love, then you waiting for what? If your neighbors wake up, then we gotta turn it down. So you say I'm the type you like keeping around. You like keeping around. Late night 11, we're cruising. Lately I've been watching your movements. If I'm the only one that you're choosing, am I your favorite drug you've been using? Late night 11, we're cruising. Lately I've been watching your movements. If I'm the only one that you're choosing, am I your favorite drug you've been using?
Track of time. If I'm waiting on love, I'll be waiting all night. I can't get this high from nowhere else, and I'm trying to let you go, but it's hard. I know I can't stay up on my feelings when I'm with you. I know I admit it, I'm addicted when I'm with you. Whenever I'm with you,
lately I've been watching your movements. If I'm the only one that you're choosing, am I your favorite drug you've been using? Late night 11, we're cruising. Lately I've been watching your movements. If I'm the only one that you're choosing, am I your favorite drug you've been using? Drug you've been using. I'm the only one that your favorite drug you've been using. I'm the only one that your favorite drug you've been using. I'm the only one that your favorite drug you've been using. I'm the only one that your favorite
TalkRadio.com's Freaky fucking Fridays. Freaky Fridays here on Talk Radio. The next song we're going to play here tonight is You Two Love, Neo and Jeremiah here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
I don't want nobody else. I don't want nobody else.
Give you all of my attention. It's straight shots, no champagne sipping tonight. It's the kind of night. At Netflix, do this massage. Better yet, turn that shit off. Cause I love to hear you cussing at me. Like, oh shit, baby, too deep. You You never felt this feeling when I touch you. Ooh, I never loved nobody like I love you. Hey, that's why I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. They say love is all we missing. Let's play we want we French kiss it all night. Let's lay down while we watch stars. Let's dance until last call. Wake up, you text, you think about me. Yeah, I never felt feeling when I touch you. I never loved nobody like I love. That's why I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. Kissing on you in public, they can tell it's mine, don't touch it. If you ever leave me, I'll be upset. Talking sick to my stomach, don't play about my woman now. Wish we could get high, make love, stone in the sheets to a love song. Your heartbeat, beat a beat, I put words on. Yeah. We should be team ups. Girl, I want you all the time. Ooh, you is my mind. That's why I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. Nobody, nobody. I only want you to love. So nobody but you, babe. I don't want nobody else. Nobody. Ooh. Don't want nobody. Talking sick to my stomach, don't play about my woman now.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fridays. You guys are loving this. You guys are so fucked up. You guys are so fucked up. Somebody said they just died. They can't believe somebody threw a baby at me. They did. It's a true story. I promise you. It's a true story. And the person had the gall. Social media makes everything so close. They actually had the nerve to reach out to me several years ago on Messenger. I thought it was the funniest thing. I said, wow, really? 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 She didn't kill you? Okay. Oh, and by the way, it turns out the baby was not his. So, there, Bob's your uncle. Was it? I don't remember. Did I ask him? Shit. Wait. Was it? I don't recall. Fuck. I will reach out and ask because now I'm nosy. Okay, so this is Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. So let me say my future story. So I was having a conversation with a really good friend of mine, and he is a taxi cab driver in New York City. So he was saying that there was a young lady in the back of the car this week that was bragging on the phone to her friend about being a side chick. And, you know, she was, you know, oh, she gets all this stuff from the guy, and he does this and this, and this and this, and this and this. And so the only, I think, downside to her being the side chick, at least as far as it was concerned with this particular story she's telling her friend, is that the wife gets all the money. So I'm talking to my my friend, and I'm saying, well, did the bitch not expect that? Right? Because clearly you are the side chick. There's only one wallet, and if you don't require certain things, this is what the conversations are for. That's why I called what I was doing. They were not situationships and all these fancy names you guys try to give it. It was an understanding. We understand from right out the rip what the situation is. Right? We know that there's a monetary exchange for a vaginal exchange or vice versa. I know there's some fuckboys out here who do the same bullshit. They get with low vibrational people. They waste dick on them to get things, car payments and clothes or whatever the fuck else they get. But it's an understanding. The problem is with fuckboys, mostly They don't tell the truth. They're sitting there expending all of this mental energy, all these lies, alluding to the fact. It doesn't matter if you told the bitch flat out she was your girl or not. If your words are saying one thing and your actions are doing something else, good and fucking well it's implied that you're her man. So if you're telling this bitch, look, I don't want a commitment right now, this and this, because you're running around other people, but you're not going to tell her that, right? You're just going to say, look, I'm focused on my career, or whatever other bullshit story you tell her. You're going to make it seem as though, you don't want, you're audibly saying, I don't want to be in a relationship, but you're spending 2 to 3 days a week at her house, you're spending the fucking night, you're meeting her fucking friends, you're accepting gifts. Come on, son. You know what the implication is, but you can always fall back, and this is what the sneaky manipulative part is, I think, of this, right? You can always fall back on when she starts to get comfortable, she starts to get complacent, she's like a dumbass in introducing you to her friends and her people, which she should not do. Ladies, if he says he doesn't want you that way, do not introduce him to your fucking people, because all that is a way for him to get control of knowing who your surroundings are. So when you tell him stories, because God forbid you start fucking too, or God forbid you don't put your vagina in stasis for someone that you know is fucking cheating on you, right? He needs to know when you say, oh, you buy such and such house. Oh, really? Because I drove by there, I didn't see you outside, I didn't see a car there. How dare you question me? Mr. Come see me 2 to 3 times a fucking week. You don't get to question me. That's part of the understanding. But see where the conversations come in? You can't tell me you don't want me, whether it's because you're with somebody else or your job is your mistress, whatever, and then question what my vagina does when you're not around it. You don't get that right to do that. You understand what we agreed to, sir. It's a contract here. But anyway, so her complaint to the friend was the wife gets all the money. So I'm saying to my friend, did she not know that was a thing? Right? I said, I'm so disappointed that people are still doing this shit in the middle of a pandemic. Right? He said, well, why do you think that would stop? That's been going on since biblical days and blah, 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 blah. I said, yeah, but I would have thought that people would have adjusted their brains a little differently now and be less into what feels good for me right now and what's better for me in the long run, right? So if people have not started to clean out their space and decide that, change up who you're with, make your space more conducive to spending lots of time in it and whatever, waste of energy and time. But my conversation with him veered off into, where my mind is now and my timing in being a grown-ass woman, loving my grownness, right? Appreciating my celibacy but wanting it to end soon. Yes? So for me at this point where my brain is, I'm on a one and done kind of situation, right? I am in no mood or any headspace to entertain fuckery, right? I am in no mood to be dealing with any fuckboys who have not decided that they want to stop fuckboy behavior. I'm in no mood for someone who can't see what it is I bring to the table besides my vagina. I'm not saying that I have to be in a long-term relationship with anyone right now. Let's get to see how this works out. But I'm in no mood for you to decide to play Russian roulette with my livelihood and my freedom, right? You don't get to play Russian roulette with my health by fucking me and fucking other people. And you don't get to find out how crazy I actually am because you've been lying to me to see if I care about you. So you want to know if I cut your car tires, if I'll do stupid shit. I don't have bail money friends. I say this all the time. I do not have bail money friends. I have friends with a lot of money, but they're not going to waste money bailing me the fuck out for something foolish I did on purpose behind somebody's cock. What the fuck? Who does that? Who does that? Right? So I said to him, I said, look, if it was me, and going forward, any woman that's calling me, it's going to be a very quick conversation. She's got exactly 5 minutes to state her case to me. Now, let's say the conversation goes, ring, ring. I wish I had some sound effects. Hello, Cypher. I'm fucking your man. Really? Is that right? And who are you? Oh, my name's Side Chick. Okay, Side Chick, how are you? Right? Very polite. I'm always very polite. Well, how can I help you today? Well, I wanted you to know that I'm fucking your man. Well, you started the conversation with that. So, again, the condescending attitude, because once they call with an argument in their mouth and you dismantle it with the attitude and the condescension, it kind of, fizzles away. But still, nice to toy at them a little bit. So, she comes with, oh, bitch, did you know, bitch, okay. He told you my bedroom secrets, alright. So maybe you might know him. You want to tell me something about this guy that makes me know that it's my guy you're fucking with? So she'll describe something. Okay, yeah, that sounds like the same guy. So how can I help you today? Well, did you know I'm pregnant? I did not know that. Wow. Tell me something else I don't know. Did you know that he drove your car to my house? I did not know that either. Here's what we're going to do. Today's your lucky day. I bet it'd be a really good thing for you if you were to have him. If you could have him, that'd be a good thing for you, right? I'm assuming you want to be a family, you, the baby, and this guy, right? I can help you with that. Give me a second. As I proceed to go to the room where this guy is, or call his ass on the phone and let him know that his belongings that were in the house are now at her house, right? No need to come back here. She told me enough to let me know that at some point during our connection, you fucked her. I don't need to know if it was last week. I don't need to know if you don't think the baby's yours. I don't need to know any of those things. As long as she gave me enough information to prove to me with satisfaction that she's fucking you, you're gone. I need not to have a conversation with you about it. There's nothing to discuss. You don't get to decide that I should keep you after a disrespect like that. And again, it's not about the cheat as much as the fact that you fucked up and gave some stranger access to me. The rule is you keep separation of church and state. I am the church. I am the person that backs you up. I'm the one you confess to. I'm the one who's got your back. I am church. She is state. Her state of mind, your state of mind dictates the fact that you fucked her foolishly and now you have to stay there. But because you're not staying here. Right? So somebody wanted to know what was I going to say. That is what I'm going to say. I am at this point in my life, at this timing in my life, one and done. One and done. I have no compassion, no empathy to keep cheaters around me. I've not had sex in over a decade and change. I do not want to have sex with the condom on. I want to know that at any point in time that I am so inclined, if I give someone a title, right, I trust them, they respect me, their hygiene's great. When my man comes in from work hot and fucking sweaty, I can peel his sweaty cock off his fucking thigh and pop it into my mouth, secure in knowing he's not exposing me to anything besides his perspiration and his fucking cum that I wanted to shoot down the back of my fucking throat, right? So I have no time for this bullshit. None of it. I'll have none of it. I don't have any time for women to be coming into my DMs talking about I'm fucking your dude. I'm an entire fucking brand. I'm an entire fucking enterprise. And I take that shit seriously. It's not to say I can't get caught slipping. I might get with some asshole who thinks it's funny to fuck a bitch just to get on my nerves. It can happen. And I'll tell you guys all the fuck about it. Screenshots and everything. So ladies, let me let you know from now, if you're on the prowl wanting to find out who the target is or anybody else I'm fucking with, feel free to DM me, but buy a whole separate phone for it. I will put you fully on front page. Fully on front page. Both of you. You and the raggedy ass dude that played himself. Just gonna say that. Not spiteful, but I have a platform. And since you felt compelled to reach out to me, if she felt the need to do that, I'm putting you on front page. You will be an entire topic of discussion on my show. No shame here. No shame. Because I know that when I'm dating someone, I put in 150%. And the reason why I do that, and I can say that with full authority, I do that is because I want you to start as high as you can start. 150 I think is a good number. And as you start to make little mistakes, whatever they are, whether it be taking me for granted, not reciprocating energy I give you, slip-ups, whatever, you chip away, little. By the time you get to 95%, we're done. Because what I will not allow from now going forward is for anyone to break me when they leave me. Right? I'm not going to allow you to spend out all my energy, all my trust, so I'm so jaded after we're done that I don't want to be with anyone, I don't trust anyone. I'm not going to let you do that. Right? So I know I'm giving you the best of because I've taken the time to cleanse away anybody else that was there before you. So you're getting full on you. Everything I give you is for you. There's no baggage of the last person I was with. Right? There's no bullshit I'm bringing to your table. All of my children are grown. There's no baby daddy drama, none of that. So I expect the same thing. And if you happen to have younger children, which I prefer to date a guy that did not, your children should be at least in the double-digit ages so they can understand that mommy and daddy are no longer together and you're with me now. Right? Little kids still always think that their parents are going to get back together. I need the kids to be old enough to understand that daddy's now fucking me and, he has a respectful relationship with mom, but that's kind of over. Right? Just kind of, if that's a thing. Yeah? But I'm a one and done kind of situation. Right now, I'm on a one and done. Yes? I want what I want. I'm not settling for anything more than what I want. I want what I want. I want peace of mind. I want great fucking sex. I want to be able to freaky and naughty and disgusting, downright fucking disgusting with my dude. Point blank, period. Freaky Fridays here on TalkRadio.com with your hostess Cypher Kai. 347-651-2468. Ooh, what's this? Someone told me about a story that happened in Jamaica recently where a side chick got mad because she was pregnant and dude decided to go back to his wife and work things out. She went to the dude's house with drama. She ended up stabbing him 3 times before he had to shoot her. What? Broke the windows out of dude's car in his matrimonial home. Jesus Christ. See what I'm talking about? And this is the kind of bullshit I don't have time for. Because at the point where you decide we're dating and you are fucking somebody else, not only are you exposing me to mental anguish and physical STDs and all kinds of other things, but you also put a target on my back, right? Because this bitch does not understand her fucking place. And if you didn't put her in her place, and even if, again, so guys, let me help you out. Women will agree to anything if she's feeling you enough until she gets the dick. I'll say that again. Women who are feeling you will agree to anything until she gets the dick. And if she gets it and it's better than she expected, that agreement you guys had goes out the fucking window. Out the fucking window. So you going to sleep with somebody else puts a target on my back that I don't want there, and I don't deserve to have it there. Because now she's going to go out of her way to find out who the fuck I am. How can she get rid of me? This and this and this and this. So please, yes, no fucking drama. One and done. And if you've not gotten that fuckboy shit out of your system, please stay away from me. Stay away from me. Keep your cock and your drama and keep it away from me. Not interested. Not one bit. Not one bit. Freaky Fridays here on TalkRadio.com with your hostess Cypher Kai. So 2 more songs as I promised, for the old school, for all the couples who are turned on by these stories because you guys are so fucked up and wonderful. I'm gonna play these songs. This is Sanchez. The first one I'm gonna play is Lonely Won't Leave Me Alone by Sanchez here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Hey baby, since you've been away, I've been so lonely, I cry all night. Oh, why do I seem to be caught up inside our dream all my life? It's always been my shadow in me. Well, but over my shoulder there's always a voice somewhere saying I never should try to set my heart free. I wish that love would come and take me in her arms and show me what I've never known. If I could hold someone and words like right from wrong just fade away like yesterday. Lonely won't leave me alone. Lonely won't leave me alone. Why, tell me why? Lonely won't let me fall in love. Oh, everywhere I go, always by my side. Lonely won't let me fall in love. I tried to say I love you, but the words won't come true. In my life, I see all the tears and sad memory. Whoa. But why can't I thought of you and you feel the feelings too far behind? I feel all the tears in this agony. Around these winter blows, I'm thinking back in times, and there will be that rainbows in. If I could follow on, then lose my mind. It's only lonely in me again. Lonely won't leave me alone. Lonely won't leave me alone. Why, tell me why? Lonely won't let me fall in love. Oh, to me like you're gone to stay. Anyway, that's alright. Well, lonely won't leave me alone. Lonely won't leave me alone. Why, tell me why? Lonely won't let me fall in love. Oh, everywhere I go, always by my side. Lonely won't let me fall in love. Oh, I don't seem to be caught up inside our dream all my life. It's always been my shadow with me. Well, but over my shoulder there's always a voice somewhere saying I never should try to set my heart free. I wish that love would come and take me in her arms.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays with Cypher Kai. Alright, you guys, the extralude for the evening. Yes, this is the last one. You guys are so greedy. If you had your way, you'd have me on here for 5 or 6 hours at a time. My goodness. But coming in the new year, I won't say the fall, coming in the new year, we're working on having the show on 2 times a day. So you guys are going to have Cypher in the morning and Cypher in the evening. It'll be morning talk, TAWK, with Cypher and someone. Don't know yet, looking for a male co-host still, auditioning people. And then of course you'll have me in the evening times for talk radios, grown and sexy stuff that we do Monday through Friday, with different things happening different days of the week. Yes. So the extralude, I made up words, extralude for the evening is going to be Sanchez, Missing You, here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
I'm missing you.
TalkRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays with your host, Cypher Kai. This has been another grown and sexy episode of Freaky Fridays with Cypher Kai. You guys are saying, oh my god, the target's probably running scared. He should be very careful with me. It's true. It's true. He is running from me, I believe. He's running, literally running. I don't know if it's the scare part, but definitely running. He keeps telling me, oh, I don't want this, I don't want this. Oh, it's so adorable when he does it sometimes. It's almost as though he believes that, you know, that's going to stop what's going to happen. Like, this is already divinely orchestrated, right? And you guys are so invested in the situation. I mean, I've got to do it. I'd be wrong not to. I mean, come on, right? I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, Freaky Fridays with Cypher Kai, you guys. You have been so amazing hanging out with this evening, sharing the link around, having a great time. You guys are so mixy and messy. It's been a wonderful evening. Thank you guys so much for all the feedback and everything. If after you listen to the show, you listen in the archives and you want to make commentary, you can do that two ways. 347-450-3958 is the voicemail number, and if you want to text us anytime, 24/7, your 24/7 line to get your thoughts off your mind, 347-651-2468, 347-651-2468. And we're going to wind it down. Thank you to all of the super VIPs who are hanging out with me this evening. Oh my god, smart man, but he's going to get into... Oh, he's not going into it blind. He knows. I the same thing that I tell you guys on the show, I have told him. When I catch him, I'm going to do this thing, that thing, and that thing. He laughs me off and doesn't believe me, but he knows better. You'll pray for his recovery, aren't you? Nice. You guys are so nice. Target, the fans are going to pray for your recovery. He'll be fine. Don't worry. There's blessings here for him. Damn it. I will see you guys next week by God's grace. If you missed anything, feel free to go and reload the page when I get off, and I'll go back into the archives on iHeart, Spotify, Deezer, Podcast Chaser, Podcast Addict, I think. Or you can Google us, of course. Google us at TAWK Radio. Look for the Blue Lips logo, and there we shall be. See you guys next week by God's grace.